Right?
No. There we go.
You are live, and we are live. We are
We
live.
are.
Yeah.
Well, welcome out there who dare to spend some time with the three of us, Jeff Kendall over
Yes.
there,
Yeah.
Mayo
We have
underneath
three
me,
more spots, and now we have two more spots.
and
Hey,
your man.
Jorgen. Yes, Jorgen.
Good morning, good morning.
Hello.
How's everyone? It's been busy for me. Heck, I've been, like doting on my mother and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of time to do anything. Made a video this morning, started to edit it and put it up and find out that either YouTube has changed their policy on recorded music or something stupid going on. Because I
What?
could always get away with 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're telling me it's 10. I don't think so. I measured that bugger.
10 seconds. They actually supposedly went up.
Well, I used to always get away with 7.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And like I measured the thing.
Yeah.
And I put it up and it goes, no, you have 10 seconds of copyright. It says, no, I don't.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I've been
I never used recorded material, so I don't know.
Yeah, look, there's Mason.
It's
Hello.
Mason. Hey, Mason.
Afternoon,
Hello,
everybody.
Mason.
Hello. Mason doesn't have to worry about that sort of thing, but
Hey, Doc, I don't know if you noticed, but one of the videos I did, well, you did notice in the store of the collectible store with that crude guy that's in there.
the guy who
Yeah, he he had the radio on, and of all songs to be playing was Magical Mystery Tour.
uh-oh.
I don't know if you could hear it, and I really had to like chop. I had to cut a lot of what he was saying out, chop, because you hear Magical Mystery Tour, the whole thing in the background. So it managed to get through, is what I'm saying. So I don't know how tight you got to make these cuts.
Well, here comes Tim.
Tim's
There we go. Yeah, we're full. That's good.
Hi,
Hello,
Tim.
everyone.
Well, that's
Hey,
what I mean.
what's up?
From experience, I found out I could always get away with 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden today, copyright claim, going like what? And it would say between this number and this number, and it would be 10 seconds. I'm going like, I measured 7 seconds. I put up 7.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I've been fighting with them, having to chop up the couple seconds off and whatnot. Hello, Paulina.
Hello, Paulina.
So it's kind of pissing me off. Jeez. Although, now that you mention your video, I only watched part of it because I've been on the phone for a while.
Oh.
Did you get this one?
Oh, I got all of them, all 25 of them.
Okay, so I saw 22 on your list.
Yeah, I got them all.
Okay, so you don't need this one.
No.
I was going to sell you this one for $1 million.
Well, I forget if that's one that Tim needs.
No.
I got,
No,
and I've been back there and I forgot to look the second time. I'm sorry. I meant I got to look. But
how many are there?
25, I believe. That's as many as I've seen.
25.
Yeah.
Hey, James.
Because I was surprised this one was even
Hey,
22.
James.
I'm going like, geez, how many are there?
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, what are you doing? You find a bunch and you stash them underneath? So
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
I don't care. And there was a guy who told me he does, I won't say who it is, but it's a guy who's a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And he texted me and he said, you know what? I did the same thing. He went to a place and hid them first and then go home and see what he had. Because they put them out. They put them all out. And I said, geez, I want to go home first and see which ones there are. So I just put them there. Because I have, in that particular store, I can,
it's the magic
I
of
can take a
editing
chance.
because they thought you had pulled the list out of your pocket or something like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Well, I edited it in such a way. I mean, I had the list in my pocket, yes.
Yeah.
But,
But that was what the list you had. And I'm sitting
yeah.
there, he needs 22.
Yeah. Well, like I say, they had all of them. They had 25 of them, and then they had, I think, maybe 4 more extras.
Wow.
And it's funny because their mailman, I heard later, had gone in before I came back and wanted to pick some of them up. And he looked and he said, "They're gone. What happened? They're not here anymore." And Corey, the clerk, told him, "Well," he goes, "I don't know." He really didn't know. He said, "I guess they sold." He goes, "I don't know what happened to them. I hid them. That's what happened to them." He would have taken some of them.
Yeah.
Were they at a good price though?
$5 flat.
Not
That's
bad.
Well, for
not
me,
bad.
no tax. No,
Mm-hmm.
five. That's it.
Mhm.
5.10 came out to $75. The amount that I needed.
So were you satisfied with these guys, or kind of like, oh, geez, what did I spend all that money on?
Oh, no, I'm right now at this phase of my collecting. I'm so back into CDs. It's sickening. So I don't have any.
And you know what? So am I.
You are, huh? Amazing.
What?
I was just,
It is
What?
very.
as a matter of fact, today, not that this is a particular, I know Joe dislikes this album a lot, but strangely enough, I felt like putting this George Harrison album on to play today.
Oh yeah, I don't even have a copy of that yet. I don't think
Well,
it's on
this
vinyl.
comes directly, you may be able to see it in the background there.
Yes,
It comes out of the Dark Horse Years box.
Mason. I actually have a question for you. Authority on Beach Boys. I'm looking for an ultimate Beach Boys CD, but what I mean by that is, I'd like it to be, if I can, a single CD that has everything I'd want on it up until
Um,
I don't know.
so basically, like just the hits.
Yeah, I had one made in USA, but it was missing a couple of ones. Like it was missing in your room, was missing in my room. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
in my room, and
Is it that
something
sound of
else.
You know
summer?
what a good one to get is, Joe, let me actually
Well,
pull
he
one
said
right
two
off the
discs.
shelf.
I'm trying
Okay.
to ask Mason. Shh.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I just wanted him.
Okay.
That looks like that.
I would.
Wow,
Well, actually, I would
I'm
actually
reading
pick
it.
this one up,
Okay.
knowing Joe's tastes.
I
Which
like
one?
anything missing off there, Doctor. I can't think of anything.
No, in my room is number 4. Just
Oh.
In my room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else was missing on the one I had? Was missing a biggie.
and it does have Kokomo.
Oh, I need that too. Maybe. Does it have
Mm-hmm.
rock and roll music on it? Because I want to know what track that is so I can skip it.
Oh, you want one
Yeah.
that doesn't have rock and roll music on it? Let me get you one of those.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm reading that one. And what's the cover look like again?
It's California.
No, let's not do that because if you
Very
go
best.
that route, you'd have to get to 2 CDs. This one here does have rock and roll music on it, but you
Yeah,
can
that
easily
one.
skip it. The track listing goes as followed: California Girls, I Get Around, Surfing Safari, Surfing USA, Fun, 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 Surfer Girl, Don't Worry Baby, aka your favorite, Little Deuce Coupe, Shut Down, Help Me Rhonda, the single version, Be True to Your School, single version, When I Grow Up to Be a Man, In My Room, God Only Knows, Sloop John B, Wouldn't It Be Nice, Get You Back, Come Go With Me, rock and roll music is, yeah, I know we hate that one. Dance, 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 Barbara Ann, Do You Want to Dance, Heroes and Villains, Good Timin', Kokomo, Do It Again, Wild Honey, Darlin', I Can Hear Music, and Good Vibrations to close this set off.
And which one is that? What is the name of that?
Yeah, Sounds of Summer.
Sounds of
Summer.
some.
I've got that one.
409 isn't on there. I noticed.
And this is actually the original before they reissued it with they put a new version of this out last year, which has more songs on it. But this is not a bad one to check out if you just want their hits.
Jeff, hit the mute button.
I did. Did not
No, he heard you.
hear me just spit. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sure Joe's not
Yeah.
going to be buying this one anytime soon.
No.
Ew.
Doc, is 409 on yours? The blue one?
409. Let me see.
That's not a hit, right? That's not like a big hit.
Actually, no, 409 is not on the Sounds of
No
Summer.
409.
No
I think that's one that is on that Made in the USA. You know how they do this, right? There's
Yeah.
different ones that have different songs on them.
But that's the trouble with these greatest hits things. You know, you always say, "Oh, look," and you get it home and what? No 409. What?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I would say that for the most part, Sounds of Summer is the way to go. Now, the new one, the expanded edition that came out last year, which has more songs on it, it has all of those that I mentioned and more. And 409 might be one of the new additions to it. Let me check.
No form.
And by the way, the now again, you said the single version of "Help Me Rhonda." There's a version that I can't stand. There's two different versions of it. Which one is the one you want? The single?
Yes.
I prefer. Well, I prefer the LP cut, but the single is the one that
I like the
is in
single
Dog's
one better.
favor. So I assume it's in your favor as well. I like the LP cut because it's more of an artistic statement to me.
But it's
Well,
sounds so terrible.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, Scott Dog. I felt immediately remorseful about that, because it's true. I could have. You're right, and I could have. I don't know why it never occurred to me. The thing is, I just thought those swing records. I got them by the garbage. They were going to be thrown out one time at the store, so I took them for free. So I figured from the garbage back into the garbage. I wasn't even thinking of donation, which would actually been smarter. Would have been nicer to do. I should have done it. I admit it.
Yeah, well, I'm just checking here this expanded version of Sounds of Summer, which is the only one that's available out there right now. My copy is out of print, but this expanded version is 2 discs, and it unfortunately does not have 409 on it.
409.
Ooh.
So they got a lot of other stuff that don't need on it.
These
Then.
stupid record companies. Jeez.
But if you're a 70s Beach Boys fan like myself, then you'll love this set because it's got like more of their 70s stuff on
I don't
it.
know of anything of them in the 70s except for that god awful rock and roll music.
This one didn't have it.
Their cover of "Come Go With Me" was pretty decent.
And this is a bunch of 70s stuff on the second
Yeah.
disc. It can look
Yeah,
good.
right. Then you have to also look out for the mixes, right? I mean, you want to get the right mix and everything.
Or live.
Yeah, that's
or
the thing. The new tube CD is remixed. So you
Yeah.
might not want that.
Yeah, for the most part, I'd
Joe,
say Sounds of Summer is the way to go. But if you can try to get the original from 2003 that doesn't have all this extra stuff, if you're just looking for the hits that you're familiar with and not a bunch of these songs you've never heard before.
Mason,
get
maybe
to
you
like
should address this statement here.
Yeah, it does. I agree, by the way.
Well, if you're talking about
It's pretty impressive. He's got a rack behind
if you're
him.
talking about this album, then yeah, they can get pretty tiresome.
I think they can get pretty tiresome completely. Hello, Danny. How's you doing?
Hi, Danny.
Joe, you might
I'm feeling
almost
a lot
be
better.
happy with the copy of Endless Summer too. I mean,
Not the
Endless
one I have. I have
Summer-
a LP of it has the wrong "Help Me Rhonda" on the one I got LP.
I would almost say that Endless Summer is probably the way Joe should go, but that one is hard to find now.
But it doesn't have good vibrations or heroes and villains. It stops.
You need
before
good
it.
vibrations
But
on
it
it.
has
It does
everything
have
up
the
to that
vibrations
point.
if you buy the CD. The vinyl doesn't, but the CD.
Well, the vinyl I'm going to get rid of. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Good vibrations.
Now, didn't they have like 3 volumes of greatest hits? Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Actually, yes, they
At
do.
one
Jeff.
time.
Let me pull them off for
That's
you.
what I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I almost bought those, and this is on one CD.
Oh
so,
man,
you know.
that's funny.
Mhm.
Well, anyway,
Joe, if you don't mind spending money to get 2 CDs instead of 1, but these both have 20 songs each, and
I've seen those.
first one does have 409 as the second song, and volume 2 has In My Room as the first song and Don't Worry Baby as the fourth one. And this set stops at 1970, so a perfect stopping point for a casual fan like yourself.
Yeah.
I would say don't even bother with this one because you're going to find a bunch of stuff on it that you don't know.
Yeah, but no, that
Yeah.
this reminds me of the other night. Look. I've one thing I've discovered, Mason, is that CDs are much more likely to play all the way through and really give them a good listen. You know what I mean? So I might actually. That's another good thing about this purge I'm doing. I think I'll listen to more different music by having CDs. That's what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, you might, if you were to pick up Volume 3, which is 1970 through 86, you might find there's some stuff on there that you find enjoyable that you never heard before.
Somehow I thought, I love how people are so predictable. Christopher pops on and he goes, "I'm going to listen to 409 now, guessing it will suck." Because, and I'm thinking to myself, he's going to come back and say it. He's going to come back and say it sucked, And very predictable.
But my best vote, if you want something with 409 on it, and obviously Don't Worry Baby, because
I could live without it, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's not a great song.
You probably just want to get these 2 volumes.
Well, that's a good idea there. Maybe that's the way to go, but I got to know before I go in.
You might buy that thing in
But
the
they
Happy
are-
Rhonda sucks, or
They
that
are
Detroit
slightly
school
hard
with
to
the
find because they're
cheerleaders.
both out.
Mhm.
And you know,
Vitruvian school, I
Christopher,
don't like either way.
You know, Christopher, he loves a good suck music.
I just thought when Mason came up here, that reminded me,
Okay.
I got to
whatever.
agree with you. I think Tim looks good with long hair. I got to agree.
Whatever.
They're very George Clooney-ish.
Clooney-esque.
I
Clooney-esque.
don't know about that, but whatever. Thank you.
Yeah, you should have women chasing you just constantly,
Yeah. Mm.
all the time. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
I fixed my display of box sets.
Oh, Mason, give
Mhm.
Christopher a good song by the Beach Boys that is not a super hit. That's enough.
Miserlou.
What?
That's not even the song. That's
Dick Dale.
Well,
How about Breakaway?
Breakaway's actually a good choice, Jeff.
Mhm.
I mean, it was their last single for Capitol.
Before they got fired.
Yeah. Or Sail on Sailor as well. That one was.
Sail on Sailor one that Joe might have heard at least once
Yeah.
in his life because it was a relatively. It wasn't as big hit, but it was a hit of sorts.
Well,
Little
okay,
girl
let's
I
see-
once knew.
What is this Cabin Essence?
That's a song that nobody knows, and it's fantastic.
I would not recommend a casual Beach Boys fan that is most familiar with the surf music to just automatically listen to that song. They will be turned off.
I could turn a lot of that off. Yeah. Especially this thing. You know.
I got to start my list of things I got to get. I got to get.
It's fun to hold it up, but it's also fun to throw.
I got to get an America best of.
Yeah.
Did we ever get Joe to? Because I know we all know his opinion on Pet Sounds, but did we ever get him to listen to Smile?
I won't. I listened to L7 played a bunch of it on his thing, and I thought it sucked. I really did. One time I was on a live stream, I just didn't like it at all. I think it would Smile.
The thing about it that makes it where it could never be better than Pet Sounds for those who are a fan of Pet Sounds is the fact that it's even in its released form, it's still incomplete. A lot of the songs are missing lyrics. A lot of the songs feel half done.
It's a bunch of
Because
demos.
It was half done.
I like Brian's version of Smile better, actually.
Because they actually kind of finished. I mean, there's only maybe one instrumental track on that version.
Yeah, this has come up several times. Oh, Mason, what about this idea of quitting physical media? What happened?
I'm
You got a whole rack behind
glad I didn't stick with that because just holding a CD in my hand made me realize how special it is to hold music.
Attaboy.
There you go.
This is by no means a great album, but just the fact that I own this.
There you go. That's the whole idea. You can hold it in your hand. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's great to own.
You
And
have
it
been
sounds
saved.
phenomenal
The
compared to
Almighty
streaming.
Lord has seen you. You have been saved in the grace of the record God.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We better test that idea of physical media. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Here, here's my
I
copy.
can't wait to get my CD of the Partridge Family.
Here's my copy, guys.
Okay, pretend.
No.
Yes, Mason, I see it. It's a great album you're holding.
Can't do
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Can't
good
do
one.
it. Can't do it. No. What does this mean? He sobered up?
Yeah,
Were you
for
putting
starting
that
with physical media again.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's good to hear because
Yeah.
gotta have physicality.
Yeah.
I mean, it all
just
started with me.
prove that you
When I was
have
going
it.
through,
Look,
I was
me
going through my
too.
CDs thinking about selling them, and then I held one in my hand, and I'm like, I'm gonna admit it's kind of nice to actually be able to hold this.
Same.
And then I
Same.
decide, what if I just hooked my stereo system back up and tried these out and see how they listen? I mean, sound, you know.
Because
But
you're not
still,
going to
it's
impress
like,
anybody with this.
okay.
Yeah. And you know, you have a nice
This is
big
nice
house,
too,
and then in the
yeah.
corner, you have nothing in the house to
Yeah.
clog it up.
Yeah.
But you got that
Yeah,
little
yeah.
thing sitting
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
you got your music room, and this is
Yeah.
sitting in the corner of your music
Yeah, that's
room.
the
And
music,
people
yeah.
walk in. Here's my music room.
With a
Here,
dog
here's
Everybody
joint.
my
seen my
music
collection
on.
of USBs?
boy, look at that. Yeah, look at Jorgen back there now. He's got
Yeah.
the
Well, the
backdrop.
thing that bothers me about USBs is that they can crash, and then in an instant,
Yeah,
all of your music
it's
is
all
gone.
gone,
Yeah.
man.
That's
Like
why
this,
you
if you
have
take
an
it,
extra one.
if you take care of CDs real well and don't let them scratch and
Absolutely.
you know, they
Return it to the case. Hold it by the edge. Pop it out with your thumb, and put it right back in. No problems with those things.
Yeah.
Christopher
Oh,
has
I
found
have to
his
tell
Beach
Jorgen
Boys
before I
song.
forget. In the thrift
that?
store a couple of days ago, I found a 2-disc greatest hits of Depeche Mode. Was it 86 to 98? You probably know what that one is. See, look, he's gone to find it.
He's
Well, the
going
thing
to
about
look
that
for
one, I think I'll buy that, and I always, open it up to check to see whether the discs are in there. Yep,
Mhm.
that one.
Here's some
Okay.
Depeche Mode for you.
This is the one before 81 to 85.
Okay, yeah, no, I found the blue one. The
Mhm.
blue one. And it was missing a disc.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This one right here is the best Depeche
Yeah.
Mode, in my
Put
opinion.
it back in the shelf. I
This
said,
is
I'm
the
not
best
buying
one, in my opinion.
I'm not
That
buying
is definitely that is my favorite also among many.
And I love jewel cases.
Mhm.
Don't we all love jewel cases?
Halo
I
on the
hate those
Halo on the
digipacks.
Yeah, I hate them too.
With them.
Although these ones kind of suck.
the song Halo
Yeah.
on Violator is
This is
definitely my
this is
favorite.
overdone or whatever.
My issue with the digipacks is that you pull the disc out and it's just rubbing up against that cardboard or paper or whatever it is, and it scratches it easier.
Except I say this all the time. I do like when Robert P makes those wonderful compilations, copies, whatever word I'm looking for, of the albums, miniature albums on
Yeah,
CD.
mini LP replicas.
Yeah, which to me, I love those. To me, that's a whole different thing. Those are a special novelty thing that I like. I put them all on the side, you know. But if I'm going to buy the brand new album by Taylor Swift, which I'm not likely to buy,
Well,
it had better not be in a digipack.
Digipack, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Not that I've ever looked for a Taylor Swift.
Probably so, yeah. I'm going to buy the Peter Gabriel CD when it comes out. It's probably
here's
going to
just an
be in a
example here. Here's what I
Probably.
mean.
Yeah.
This is the 2009.
Yeah, those two.
Now,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Mhm. Yeah.
I would much rather this be in a jewel case because
And they'll get so dirty and so
you pull the
easily
disc
ripped.
out and it's rubbing.
Well,
up against
I don't
that.
mind them when they're like this, and they're all custom-y and nice. And then you open it up, and there's a trifold, and there's a nice little disc holder in there. Nice plastic.
Oh, I do
disc
like. That's
holder.
another thing. I do like the disc holders. I don't like when you just shove them in the side.
When they're like this, this is still a digipack, but I like this.
Yeah, that's more solid.
That's much better.
I must say that Christopher has said something that made me shocked. He said the new Taylor Swift album was okay. You really like that kind of crap, Christopher?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's because this.
Well, that's young people today. Beach Boys suck, but Taylor Swift is amazing. Yeah.
And that is Christopher, definitely.
Whatever.
I couldn't name a Taylor Swift song if my life.
Oh, me either. Mariah Carey. I
Yeah.
can't name a Mariah Carey song either.
Yeah,
I have Mariah Carey albums. I can name a lot of Mariah Carey songs.
What is an okay the same as a like?
I would say it's a whole lot better than it sucks anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought Kelly Clarkson.
Well, I think of okay as a positive thing.
Oh, is it still there?
Kelly Clarkson?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
Okay.
It's on the shelf.
I listened to the new Peter Gabriel song, and I think it is a little bit. It's okay, but it's definitely a little messy. It's not the best. It's not. The melody is very much going here and there and everywhere.
I agree.
Hello, George. Yeah.
Hello, George.
It wasn't my intention, Scott, but okay.
Yeah, I still got Kelly Clarkson. I still got Britney Spears. You know, they're all right. You know, but
They're okay.
Okay.
I
I
still
gotta
don't
write a list as we
Gaga.
think of it.
There's no Lady Gaga up there, and there's no.
I need a CD of Best of America.
Get the
The
Rhino one.
Birds.
Yeah,
Rhino?
the complete greatest hit.
Yeah, get the Rhino one. Trust me.
Hello.
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 How are you today?
Well, yeah, in the back.
I would assume he's having a telephone.
Oh,
Okay.
Chicago. But I want a newer an update, Chicago that at least has Baby What a Big Surprise on it. I don't want that one with the standard greatest album.
Did you see my Chicago Greatest Hits one, Joe?
I don't know. And this, I think about all the more music I'll be listening to that's different from listening to CDs with these.
I'm still trying to scour like Amazon and stuff to get a copy of Mind Games on CD. That's the one Lennon one that they're always out of.
Well, if you can get, if you want that one that when they remixed it, which is good.
Yeah,
You
I
know-
get like the 2001 or whatever it is version.
Yeah, that 2002. I'll have to look that one up.
I think it's four or
No, whatever, but you should be able to find one.
the
on
complete
eBay.
greatest hits. And that Rhino, okay, and that goes. Hold that for just a little clearer. A little clearer. Oh, it was clear a minute ago.
That is a really great compilation. One disc with the older and another one with this newer one.
Well, that's the one to get. That's the one to get.
I say
right.
this is the one to get.
So what do I write? I'll write Rhino. Was it double disc?
Yes.
Rhino
discs.
double.
Disc 1 with the older one and disc 2 with the newer ones.
Okay. I think that's the way to go.
I think that, you know how you were saying, like, what do I need all that stuff for? Well,
No, but like I got a bad reputation for that. So I say that a lot. But the thing is, I do a thing like I'm not even though I got a 5 CD changer here, I can't show you now, but I got a couple of little boombox things too with CDs. I can put it on the side. I'm outside in the summer. I play it, and I'll let the whole thing play while I'm doing things, and I can hear. It's so much easier than vinyl, And I might hear songs I like.
If you want a compilation with only the older ones, I could recommend this one.
Oh, that's the one I know. I have the vinyl of that. Yeah, but I wanted a few, ones after that on.
Yeah. So, boom. Yeah. I recommend
that double CD is a great one, really great one.
I might have to start like shooting off titles and see what people could show me.
Well, that's how it is when you're trying to either purge or upgrade, So like you can say like, oh, I got that Chicago Greatest Hits, but then there are better ones, or as in the case of the Beach Boys, you can't find one that's decent. So.
But then also remember that this double CD doesn't. It takes you to, I think, the beginning of the 90s or something like that. It isn't the later one. The later one after OOs isn't there.
Uh-oh. Ooh, there was a deal going down, but it looks like it's over now. Ooh. It's off the table. I have to turn Jeff's mic still on.
No, it's okay now.
Yeah, well,
that's the America you want, Joe.
Yeah, that's the one I got. Yeah, that's it.
And what's that? That's like.
Can you give it to me, Tim?
The black. What's that? The black cover.
Blue cover on Rhino.
Blue cover.
Yeah, I got that one. That's a good one.
And I think this has a different cover, but it's probably basically the same thing that Doc showed. It's on Rhino.
I think this one is newer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 40th anniversary. 2-disc set.
Baby, what a big surprise.
Turn it around,
It would have everything that Joe wanted, though. If you can't find the other one.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's 9 million types of compilations.
Again, it's on Rhino.
Oh, this is so liberating, guys. Just getting rid of this vinyl and just getting the CD, little CDs here and there with everything. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And as for your place in the vinyl community, Joe, you're fired for that comment.
I haven't been in the vinyl community. Considered myself part of the vinyl community for a long time.
Oh, look, there's Rob Obscure Music.
Hey, feeling better?
Only the beginning.
Well, actually, they're both Rhino.
Hello, Robert.
Maybe
Yeah.
they put them out twice. Who knows?
Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff there.
They just changed the title.
Yeah, basically, any 2 CD set on Rhino
Mhm.
for Chicago.
Yeah,
would
we're-
probably-
Yeah. I also got to get that Rascals disc back that I used to have on Rhino. I don't think I have
Yeah,
it.
me
I don't
too.
think
I've
I
been
have it
looking at
anymore.
Mhm.
We're talking about Rhino right now. I have this. I have the Yes album here, and it's the Rhino
God.
release from 2003, I think.
I collect Rhino. This
Rhino
whole
actually
CD
makes
rack
some
on my
pretty good
side is
releases.
Rhino.
releases.
Yeah, Rhino's
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Hello to this.
That whole-
Robert S. is here. Stephen Schnee is here.
Probably close. I don't know, 500 Rhino CDs or something on that rack. I don't
Mhm.
know.
I love the
Only the
I have a lot of
beginning.
Rhino.
compilations. Yeah.
Look at Mason there fooling with all his physical
The
media.
hit section is go. Yeah.
Dang it!
Oops.
It doesn't want to
He doesn't have to worry about the.
Stay there. Maybe now it'll stay.
Okay.
Oh, the Batman puppet.
Was that one of these like this? You know, like puppet.
Yeah, I guess.
I've got a question for you, Joe. It just came to my mind. I've been looking for one of these for years and haven't ever been able to find one, but it does exist. Do you have Ringo, the Best of Ringo Volume 2 or whatever it's called, on Rhino, by
Starstruck.
Rhino, on LP?
Yes.
You have it
Yeah,
on
I'm keeping
LP?
that. Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just wondering if you have it.
Yeah,
I've
yeah, I
been-
have that. Yes.
That's eluded me for years.
Oh, yeah, Monkeys. It's interesting. That's a good one because the Monkeys I'm not sure of. Yeah, I'm going to probably keep most of them. Well, meaning when I say most of them, probably up, the '60s ones. Probably get rid of those crazy ones when they're like different combinations, like changes and all this stuff. I'll probably get rid of those. I'm going to get rid of Missing Links, the one that came out on the two of them or 3 or 4, whatever the hell came out on Record Store Day a few years ago that I haven't played. I'm going to get rid of those.
Tootin' time.
I might even do a business PayPal account. I'm thinking about it.
Ooh. Mhm.
Ooh. There must be a way to do this because
There will
everybody else,
be.
you know.
There will be.
I think Vinyl Archivist was selling some stuff online. You know?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you
I'm
did
thinking of
before,
doing that. But there's also record shows around here. A lot of record shows around here.
Like, get yourself a table and sit there and, like at the flea market, like jack up the prices.
Yeah.
That one's 12.
Well, you got to make them higher because they're going to try to chew you down.
Yeah.
So
you
you
say,
put.
I want 32. I'll give you 30. Sold.
You just say no if you don't. What
You
I
have to
used
look-
to do when I worked at flea markets, I wouldn't give people any deals unless they bought, 3 or 4 things, and then
Well, that's what you do, yeah.
I'll give them a deal, But if you're buying one, no, that's the price. Bundle.
How about if you want 50 and you say it's 60, and then they say, "Oh, can you take some off?" Oh, all right, 50.
Well, no, I everything
Hello?
I sold would be priced. I would price everything.
Okay, yeah, my background.
That's what it is. And then
It's
you hand me 5, I'll go through and I'll give them a price that's less than what.
Whatever works, whatever you make sure, whatever person wants, how I want to do it. We got to think about it yet. I don't really know. Just excited about it.
Yeah. I know I haven't watched that whole video yet with you and Anthony, but there's a thing in the record store that looks like a Joe Mayo stand-up.
Oh, it is.
What the heck is that?
Well, that's like when Howard Stern used to put things around for Baba Booey and stuff like that. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's like that, though. It's just, I'm like, me and Donna like the 2 mascots or whatever you want.
Yeah, what is? You only could have showed it quick and what?
Yeah.
I know, just stealing drugs.
Yeah, that's probably.
Wait a minute, you're muted. Go.
Okay.
Go.
How'd you know, Mimi? Yeah.
Ooh, well.
Okay.
Check. Well, I cannot.
Well,
Doesn't
I
have-
bet you I have 1,000 CDs that are out of print in North
I
America.
bet so. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I even have a couple
Nothing
CDs
stays
that
in
are out of
print
print.
very long
Period.
these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these things. They're probably out of print.
Most
Oh,
of
I'm sure
those,
they are.
most of those Beach Boys compilations.
Oh
I
yeah,
think, are out of
some
print
of
in
those are
North
going for
America.
big bucks.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah,
those
well,
go
that's
for
the
like
even
50
even my
bucks.
record store owner said that. I said to him, Joe, come on, if I buy all of these, can you give me a deal? And he said, no, I really can. He said those things are going like $5 each. He goes, those things are going for like $8 to $20. And I
Some
said,
of
well, I
them
knew
are
that. And
more.
I said, no, that's fair. I mean, they're $5 already. You
Yeah.
know.
Some of them are more. Some of them are stupid.
But it's a package.
I was
CD.
looking for some to finish my collection, and a couple of them were like, forget that.
Well, I told you, I'm very lucky where I go. You know, I take for granted how easily stuff comes in.
And you always have to go back because you never know what might come in when you're not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
got a question. I got a question for Joe that Joe of all people could probably answer for me. Now, next up on my list in my CD collecting, I want to build my McCartney collection, and I want to get Tug of War. What's the best sounding CD to get?
I'm happy with the original one, to tell you the truth. For me, well, it's hard to find that one.
Well, is
Yeah,
the
see-
2015 remix? Is that one?
They did remix it.
No, don't get
They
that
remixed one of them in the box
Yeah.
anyway. They remixed.
But it's noisy. It's one of the worst sounding CDs I've ever heard. And vinyl too. I would stay away from that one. Get an original or the what year was it? 1993. There's UK remasters. Those
Oh
are
yeah.
good. Those are good.
Right.
Those are the two to look for.
And you'll get an extra track or two on those.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, those are good. That 2015. What McCartney did is he recorded Tug of War digitally, but it was a different format than they used subsequently. So they had to like do weird stuff to it to remaster it, and it's horrible. It really is. You can hear it, the hiss is unbelievable in some tracks. It's
On a CD.
so no, I wouldn't get that one.
Yeah, I was trying to. So many times I've had the opportunity to buy it. I actually think they're from Holland. Actually, those things.
Yeah.
And I have a few of them.
I think other countries did them too. I think they're not exclusively Holland, but Holland.
Yeah, Sweden is notorious for bad CDs.
Well, I'll take Tim's suggestion and I'll see what I can find. Granted, if it's too pricey, I'm gonna make the sacrifice and get the remix anyways. If it's too pricey,
An OG won't be pricey. It just might not be that easy to find.
Yeah.
I don't think it's pricey.
Did Tug of War originally come out on CD? I mean, the CD
Yeah.
was invented in 1982.
Well, not when it was first. Not when it first came out. Like not
No,
in April of '82.
Early.
I was going to say the CD was just invented that year. The compact disc.
Yeah, it didn't come out right. I don't think it came out right away.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. Pretty sure I just have an OG. I don't think I have the Holland one. But the Holland ones, I can show you what one looks like, just so you know.
Now, what is this? I know it's still as bad as other pressings. The songs don't become better.
They all look the same.
You can't
The
improve it.
pictures are smaller. There's all
Oh,
the
yeah.
white
Yeah, I've seen
space,
those online.
and there's information, and then the album covers are small.
That was
And for what it's
That's
worth,
Holland looks like.
it is reversible. For what it's worth, you can
These are the
reverse.
these are the '93 remasters. Yeah, but that's what you'll see in the store is that,
Yeah.
or online.
Yeah, the Columbia one is the one I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I may have that one. I can't get over
You know,
that.
I don't have. I have it on a lot of them, but I don't have that one.
That London Town '93 is the one that's on all the streaming services right now because they haven't put out the archive of it yet.
Do you know there's been strong rumors that Press to Play is going to be that and skip over London Town and Back to the Egg, and I hope not.
What?
I hope they put out London Town and Back to the Egg, but I'm also not complaining about a Press to Play archive coming out soon. I would rather London Town and Back to the Egg come first, but
Who makes these decisions? Are we
Well, my
sitting in
court
a
have
boardroom
guessed.
going like, we know what the public wants, but we'll give this instead?
I think he
McCartney.
wants to put London Town and Back to the Egg out together, and I think he's still having legal problems with Back to the Egg. That's probably what's going on.
Yeah.
What, Henry McCulloch wants more money? What?
Those
Well,
he's
extra
got-
there's a
people on
lot
the
of
Rock
people in
Extra.
Rockestra, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are dead.
Yeah.
So you've got a whole lot of estates you're dealing with, and a whole lot of that kind of stuff.
No, it sounds like Pete Best was a lot easier to deal with.
No, it's not. It's harder. Somebody's still alive. They just say yes or no.
Yeah.
You're not going
So,
through.
there's legal stuff behind no Back to the
Well,
Egg.
you know, I don't think anybody's come out and said that 100%, but or I've even heard that it's been settled. If there is whatever's the problem has been fixed, I have heard, but I don't know what's true.
I don't know. But I mean, you think about it, there's a lot of dead people on Rockestra.
Yeah.
The two guys from the Pretenders,
people
John
ruin
Bonham.
Yeah.
I know there's more than that.
So if it wasn't for dead people, we'd have them by now.
Yeah. All those people
We
just
don't know
dropped
that.
dead or young. Yeah.
Mm.
Quit taking those drugs. So.
Yeah. Looks like I have a little work to do here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, you
Yeah,
just made his day. What's
Yeah.
saying that?
When heirs are in control,
Yeah.
they can.
Give me some money. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we want this. We want more money. You can't do that. Can't put that on you. Oh, geez. I know. Yeah, I hear dead people on CD. The stuff we're buying, it's a lot.
Quite a few. Yeah.
You can pick up just about anything like this, and how many dead people are on it?
How many people are? The singer's dead. Yeah.
How did they do it? Ooh.
One from Rhino.
Yeah, my Sharona, the Knack.
Oh, is it on that one?
Dead.
Yeah.
Those pesky deceased.
Yeah, I know. We got to do something about those deceased people. But Kiss was alive.
They are. Well, they
Well,
still are.
except for Eric Carr, is it?
Yeah.
Is he-
The one drummer.
So,
I think he refers to the album Alive.
Yeah.
well, there's dead people in Kiss too. You can't win.
The Kiss of Death.
Even the Partridge Family has
There
dead.
are.
There's dead people in the Partridge
Not
Family.
doing it
Guys,
again.
too.
How are they doing this?
This guy is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can't get away from it anymore because that's.
Oh, I
the
think
new-
I think I found the pressing that Tim's talking about, or close enough to the pressing that he's talking about. It's not an original, but this is from the McCartney collection from '93.
That's what he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Only $26. That might be affordable.
Right. We love the PFAM, Groovy Lisa. Yes.
Hey, Lisa.
Oh. We'll just watch Mason do his shopping online.
Oh no, they're at it again. I hear noises again upstairs. I think they're at it again.
Over there in that corner, Beach Boy Smile, George Harrison box set, Beatles box set. Those are my big 3 box sets. I guess I plan on getting more box sets.
Guy just came.
Oh.
I was about to be like, as long as you're going to keep it on me, I might as well show something.
Oh,
No, that's okay. That's too much information.
Okay, go ahead. Show something. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's something.
Oh, just reach back here and. Oh, don't get that. We've seen that 100 times.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The George Harrison? No, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
You know, every time he says, "I want to show you something," he
Well,
pulls out
I
some
guess
Beatles
that leaves
box.
one option.
No, not
Okay.
not the Beatles one either.
Wait, don't stretch. You're gonna hurt your arm.
Yeah.
Mayo.
Now this is where I would like bleep them off, and Doc would be laughing.
I thought of that just
So for
before you
those that
said
actually
that.
are, for those that actually are fans of this album, you get
See, there's a kind of insos. I hate those
kind
things.
of a
They fall out.
version of what would have come out in '67.
I know.
You get it on
Show us
Rainbow
something new.
Apple.
On the original Capital Swirl, yeah. I have a couple things, Doc.
We should make this a rule,
Right.
poster.
or yes, or
All right, there you go. There you go. That's all I wanted to show. That's going quick because I know that this album is not a fan favorite in this part of the community.
Mason, is there any way?
Yeah, I'm back.
Anything that we've never seen before?
Anything that you've never seen before.
Anything
do.
we've never seen before?
Yeah, Mason's first.
Come on,
Anything
can
new?
you do it, man?
Anything that I can show you.
Eternal question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, what you got?
Um,
'Cause I'm
no,
not.
we're trying to get away from Beach Boys. God damn.
Okay. Yes.
He's hunting something we've never seen before. Can it be done?
I got nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Mason, there is no Beach Boys.
My collection is so small in CDs right now that you've pretty much seen everything that I have.
Or that is a proof that you have been too much on streams since starting.
Yeah, when did that happen? I thought you always were physical media.
I took an absence because I'm like, well, I was going through a phase where I'm like, it's so much easier to have all your music in one device than to spend money buying the individual.
Won't be easier when it disappears.
But then,
When you lose it
Yeah.
in change.
then I got one of these CDs just out of nowhere, and I'm like, you know what? It's nice to hold this. I think I'm
Sure
going to
is.
give it another shot.
It is.
Yeah, and you go to a store and you go flip.
He
And
saw the
look,
light.
Nice, it's nice to pull out the booklet and read all the liner notes and
there
stuff.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
The man
Ruby
saw the
Lisa,
light.
he's changed again. Now he is.
Yeah, he switched again. Yeah.
switched
Mhm.
again.
I switched back to the light side.
Be careful, Mason. Everybody wants you to stick to only one thing. You know.
Yeah.
I know how that is. If you change your mind, people don't usually like it.
Oh no, I'm planning on replacing my stereo receiver because it's getting up there in decades. It's I'd like a new receiver that can support not only CDs, phono, tape, but also have the Bluetooth option if I wanted to, for whatever reason, hook up my phone.
Wish I could find Watertown.
Thing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my receiver over there is from like 1997. So
My receiver is from 1993.
I never
Mine's
hooked
from
mine
like
up.
1980.
I got an Onkyo that's supposed to be pretty good that I bought used from Joe about 2 months ago, and it's still sitting on my love seat in the living room. I haven't hooked it up yet.
Well, Mason, are you going to install a record player as well?
Of course I am. I have a turntable. I was actually gonna work on hooking it up tonight
Ooh.
Okay.
because the way I've got my system
Well,
set
I
up,
have
my system's actually right over here, and the way I got it set up, it's the stack system. You got your receiver on the bottom, your tape deck on top. On top of that, your CD, and then on top of all of that, your turntable.
Yes, Henry, I think you're pretty much correct in that. Exactly. Like, if there was any rivalry between the two bands, I think the Beatles could whoop the Beach Boys' ass.
Oh, tell Mike Love that.
Not if Smile were completed. If Smile were completed, I'm pretty sure it would have triumphed over Pepper.
Jeez.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh no.
It would have been more of an artistic leap than Pepper for sure.
What? Someone install Mason a MoFi album on his phone.
But
He
you
probably
know,
already has.
I've always said this: the closest thing to Paul taking inspiration from Pet Sounds on Pepper that I noticed was in the lyrical context of "She's Leaving Home."
Hmm.
I am a 48 stuck in a 49-year-old body.
Mhm.
I know people are having issues with their bodies over there. What's going on? In fact, well, I was going to ask Joe, how's your arm?
I don't want to do too much.
No, just be careful. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I got a cortisone shot in the back, and it really, back of the shoulder. It really helped a lot. But every now and then, I could feel a little twinge, so it's not quite ready yet.
It's better than it was, but it's not.
They said there was a calcium deposit in the rotator cuff,
Ooh, just like a baseball player.
so that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know how that Mets pitcher feels. Ooh,
You know.
you're right up there. Okay, but at least it's better now. That's the main thing.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, exactly, Henry.
That's what I say, Henry. So it all goes back to the Beatles.
Mhm.
Funny. Today's Elvis's birthday, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Happy
88.
birthday. Mhm.
Still alive too. He came into my record store.
Yeah.
That's true.
Elvis
Yeah.
was born on January 8th.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. What? Right.
A Beach Boys album was released on this day 50 years ago.
I heard Jiminy Cricket.
I don't know. We'll let Mason answer this one because I don't think there are any classic albums in the Beach Boys discography.
Well, besides Pet Sounds,
It's probably the only one.
Yeah, that's probably the only one. Yes.
Smile.
Maybe he's hunting for something. Yes. Yes.
this one definitely is.
What is that?
Let's see what's on it. Do You Want to Dance? When I Grow Up to Be a Man. Help Me Rhonda. Dance, Dance, Dance. All songs that y'all are probably quite familiar with. And then on the other album over here, California Girls, California Girls, and California Girls. All in the single remix, single version of Help Me Rhonda.
Yeah, but that's not really a classic album that people talk about. And,
Well,
you know,
no, it's
oh
not.
yeah.
I would say that for listeners like Joe, who just wants to hear the familiar Beach Boys sound that he's familiar with, I would go with Beach Boys Today because that's got a little. It's a little bit in the direction of Pet Sounds, but it still sounds like the fun innocence that they started with. Anyways, besides Pet Sounds, other classic albums.
Yeah, exactly, Marcus. You know, like you can't go with the Beatles and say, "Oh yes, Rubber Soul" and "Please Please Me" and all this kind of stuff, and then you say, "Well, name the Beach Boys albums."
This album gets talked about. Vinyl Rewind talked about this.
Oh, Vinyl Rewind. Give me a break.
This album
Just the suit and tie.
also gets talked about.
Put it away. Nobody wants to see that.
Holland.
It's Soupy Sales' birthday today.
Ooh.
Wow.
Soupy.
Soupy.
Who is that?
Why am I still big?
Because I'm over here playing with the comments. I know that's all this kid talks. Beach Boys. I know. Yeesh. But he's getting back into physical media, though.
Yeah.
Okay, give him a little credit.
You really can't knock me for that I'm collecting physical media in some fashion again, with no intention of stopping.
Is this the best place to tell a story that I have, or should I do what we're doing it on my chat? It's something that happened today at Bazooka Joe's store when he, if you listen to the story, it's a little involved, you know. Anyway, I went to the store briefly today, and then I left to go down the corner to get a water at the deli. You have a deli sells stuff, and as I'm going, this young girl was walking her dog, and the dog tried to jump at me. And she wasn't aware of it, so she pulled the dog back on the leash and said, "Sorry." She said, "I'm sorry. He's really a good dog." And I just said, "Yeah, why don't you get a cat?" I said, right? That's all I said. And then I go to get my water, and I come back, and Joe in this record store, Bazooka Joe, says, "What happened? A girl thought you worked here. she came in and said, "Your employee just yelled at me and told me to get a cat."
Ooh.
Right? So I'm like, "Well, what'd you do to her?" And I said, "What are you talking? I didn't say, I don't work here." So I thought she was still outside down the block. So I was angry. I got in a rant mode. And I went out and I said to her, "Hey, yo." She turned around. I said, "I don't work here, okay? Just so you know." And she goes, "What? I can't hear you." As if like, and I thought she was like playing la la la. So she goes, "I can't hear you." I said, "Yeah, you can't hear me." I said, "I don't work here, for your information." She goes, "I can't hear you." And then I said, "Now here's the part I'm ashamed of, folks." I was angry. I said, "Bleep you." I said, "Can you hear that?" And she goes, "What?"
Yeah.
That she heard. And she said, She goes, What's your problem? What the hell? What are you talking about? What is your problem?
Your dog attacked me.
Right? So I go back into the store. Here's the punchline. I go back into the store. She never came into the store. Joe was lying. She never did that. What happened was one of the other customers happened to be outside when she heard me say get a cat. So I should say, he told me tell her get a cat. So he went in to tell the story. And Joe made up this tale that the woman came into the store complaining about his employee Mayo.
Hmm.
So that's what caused me to go out and yell at her when she never did anything. She never did anything. So Joe was the culprit, who did a practical joke, and it caused me to snap and yell at this woman.
Whoa.
And I would suggest, Joe, that you
That's soupy.
Sales album. Yeah.
What record label is that on?
Take a guess. You wouldn't guess in 100 years what record label this
No, I
is on.
am going to guess. Are you ready?
Motown.
Motown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does it say it on there? Yeah.
Really?
Why would Motown go, "Hey, we need to sign Soupy Sales"?
Isn't that weird?
I just guess.
Well, what was your suggestion, Jorgen? I'm sorry, just before.
I was thinking that you maybe should suggest you should apologize to her now in front of the camera.
I would love to apologize if I ever see her again. You ever see, like, they have comedies and stuff? Somebody tries to apologize, like, "Excuse me, I just want to say, oh, get away, get away." I'm like, no, you don't understand. There was a misunderstanding. No, get away from me. You know, that guy, Bazooka Joe.
I could think of a lot of other albums I could play if I'm feeling blue. So
Yeah.
Look, Paulina, I hate the album. Hate it.
I think it's a good album, definitely.
I think it's a.
These days, it's literally 9 out of 10 like it. It's got a complete turnaround.
Oh, Mason, way to go! Yay! He's got it to show.
This is an original because it's got the bonus tracks that were exclusive to the original CD.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I don't think the original CD, which I bought when it came out, has bonus tracks on the original CD.
Yeah, because the thing was that the vinyl just went however absurd, and I think the original CD that was a gimmick for people to go and buy the CD more, is that they were going to get some extra content.
Don't think so.
I remember when I bought my
there's no other.
It did. I have my original. I never bought another one, and it has extra tracks. It's not true on it right away, I think. I bought it when it came out.
Yeah, because
I bought it when it came out. I guarantee I bought
Is Spies Like Us on there? That's the only one you need.
No, Spies Like Us isn't on there.
Screw Spies.
I have one with it on. I think I got it from that Holland one.
I remember when.
Yeah, it might be on the Holland one, but on the US, it had a couple.
What do you remember, Jorgen?
It's not true. It's not the single version. It's not the.
That's right. It's a
remix.
They all suck anyway. I don't care whether it's a single.
When I bought my cassette of Press to Play, I bought it when my grandma.
I don't have one.
Alive, rest in peace. Where she lived, and I bought the cassette and I showed it to her, and I said, "Look what I bought," and she said, "You like him?"
Sure.
He thought I was too young to like Paul McCartney.
Could be. Oh, Mason, the Mason Show.
Let's go. Here we go, Joe. Here's one for you.
He's frozen.
What about It's Tired?
Not Ringo.
I don't have any Ringo.
Well, that was the whole idea. Like somebody challenged you to pull out a Ringo album, and you reached back and
I
pulled
don't
out
have any Ringo yet because his best album is Ringo 73, and I haven't gotten around to collecting Ringo yet.
Okay, all right. Hmm.
I can make a
Not
report
bad,
also
but Boots
to
of Blues is trash.
DC Toon Time, who says the only two white artists on Motown are Rare Earth and Super Sales. This one more also. Sam Harris is white.
Mhm.
Did a record for Motown.
And Bruce Willis' album too. To Return of Bruno. It was on Motown.
Mayo and Joe, two
that's
different
four.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, there was a few. Rare Earth was on Motown, and I think they were mostly white. There might have been one or two that were.
Anybody like this George Harrison album at all?
Yes.
I don't ever hear anybody talking about this
Yeah,
one.
I think that's his second best album.
That's pretty good.
It easily gets overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe his third best.
And George had like what, 15 years to do that, and he freaking doesn't do nothing until he he's gonna die.
I mean,
like-
I thought it was a pretty good album, actually. You know, Pisces Fish is one of his best ballads ever. Looking for My Life is good. Rising Sun is good. Stuck Inside a Cloud is fantastic.
World record. World record. 50 people watching. Holy cow.
Wow, nice.
Ooh. You're watching history right here. Ooh.
We are.
History.
Congratulations.
Wow. Well, thank you.
It's because Mason's here.
I must be. Must be. Holy cow. I've never hit 50 before. Actually, I hit 40 a little while ago, and I went, 40? Ooh. Now I've hit 51. Thank you. It feels like a Jerry Lewis telethon. Thank you. Let's go to the tote board.
You're a star, Doc.
Go to the tote board.
With that being said, if James is still here and still wants to come up on screen and show his CD, I'll let him come up because I've got some chores I've got to tend to. So, James, if you're still watching, you can have my spot.
And
or
if you're
not still here, whoever else wants to come up can take my spot.
And if you're fast,
thank you for having me on. It was fun. Had a blast.
Okay, see ya. See you later.
Adios.
Okay.
Oh, now the numbers are going to go down.
Yeah, how quick we go? Yeah.
So suddenly
Hey, don't you dare call me 50, 60. I'm 48 years old.
Oh, well.
I'm 45.
I'm 37.
Yeah, at least.
There we go. Okay. James is
There we
here.
go. It's James.
Sir
Hey,
James.
James. Hey, James.
Nice to see you guys.
Mhm.
Hold on, I gotta mute that. There we go.
What's
So you
up?
ready
Long time
to
no
see this
see, James.
rare album I've got?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
now it's James show. Go, James.
All
Go.
right. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you the movie I got too from Amazon.
Okay. Oh, cat people. Okay.
Yes, this is what the VHS cover looked like back in the day when I had it on VHS. It looked like this. And this is the cover art it came with.
Ooh.
But this is the original, so I like this one better. So I switched it. And Giorgio Moroder, however you pronounce his name, he did the soundtrack for the movie, and I think the soundtrack for this is fantastic. And, oh yeah, my Elvis.
Oh,
Ta-da.
Oh, that's good for the occasion. I heard a lot of Elvis today on a Ghosties radio station. Okay.
Oh, I haven't shown the rare
That's great.
album yet.
It made me into Elvis again. It made me think a lot about
there's
Elvis.
one more thing.
So you ready,
ahead.
Joe? You ready to see this
Yeah, I'm
rare
ready.
album? This came from Japan. This is $35 Canadian on Amazon, but I had to have it because I have another one coming up, the same artist. It'll be near the end of the month.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I had an LP of that, but not a CD.
Yeah, I
Well,
have the LP.
Because it's so small, I'll have to read you what the songs are on here. You got Those Were the Days, Goodbye,
That's all.
Tema Harbor, Think About Your Children, Knock Knock Who's There, I love that song, Que Sera Sera, Whatever Will Be Will Be, Lontano Delgi Ochi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Sparrow, Heritage, The Fields of Saint Etienne, Jefferson, Let My Name Be Sorrow, Kew Gardens, When I Am Old One Day, Silver Birch and Weeping Willow, Streets of London, and Water, Paper, and Clay. And the only song that is in mono on this album is Knock Knock Who's There. Tracks 1, 2, 7, 8, and 10 are produced by Paul McCartney.
Well, ooh.
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 It's Edgar Winter Group.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, it's got the
Nice.
shrink on it.
No
Ooh.
shrink.
29 cents.
Mine's gonna be
Wow.
gone. I'm gonna be selling it.
No, this wasn't 29 cents.
If I still have it, I might have gotten rid of it already.
This was more than that. I don't know.
Goodbye.
Not a lot.
I know. Who the heck is Paul McCartney?
Well,
The
the
guy
vinyl
who
was
won-
too
the guy
expensive,
who
so I
won
went with the
for
CD
the
instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And the
sorry.
other one I
Make a
ordered is
response to
Mary
Mason.
Mary Hopkins' other album, Postcard.
One at a time. Trust me. No.
Okay, go ahead.
I've got Postcard on CD.
Poor Jorgen trying to say something.
I can make a response to Mason, who said, didn't David Bowie play a big part on that soundtrack? He did one single, Cat People Putting Out the Fire, and he's in the background, I guess. But he's this Giorgio Moroder, who is the all-time part of the entire soundtrack. Bowie doesn't play that big part.
Now, is this true right here? Stevie Wonder told Berry Gordy to sign Soupy Sales, but Berry Gordy didn't know Sales was white.
Oh no.
Well, Stevie Wonder probably didn't know he was white because
Oh boy.
Everybody looks alike to Stevie Wonder. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I knew Sales was on Motown because the one time when I went to Motown, thinking I'm going to make a video, but it was closed.
Oh.
They're closed on Monday for some reason. So anyway, like I'm walking around the place, and in the one window they've got like records from all their artists. And I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, Supreme, Temptation, Soupy Sales. What the hell is Soupy Sales?
He was pretty
that's
popular
the best
back
they
then.
can do to put their window is this thing.
Well,
They
he
don't
was.
have better albums than this.
But Soupy Sales was very popular then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great. What a fantastic record this
I
is.
didn't say he's great. I'm just saying he's very popular. That makes sense to me.
Oh, I remember Electric Dreams, Aunt Mimi. I remember that. ELO, Jeff Lynne did the soundtrack for that.
Arm's killing me.
Do you know Giorgio Moroder was one of the candidates that Portrait Records gave to Cyndi Lauper to produce her first album? And she sat down with him and said, so I like Little Richard and Chuck Berry. And he was like, who are they? She said, bye.
Yeah, now it says 5 years clear.
Yeah.
Soupy was good on To Tell the Truth, too.
Yeah.
Sitting next to Kitty Carlisle, they just took over the show.
And Giorgio
Didn't Soupy
Moroder
Sales
has
have
a song
a TV
on one
show?
of those Have a Nice Day CDs.
Yeah, the kids show.
He just went by Giorgio, and I don't know what volume, but there's a song called Son of My Father on one of those Have a Nice Day CDs, which is Giorgio Moroder.
Where is one?
There we go.
Is that interesting?
Wow. That's full of good stuff. Jeff Lynne!
This is actually a really great soundtrack. If you like 80s music on some movie,
That is a good one.
Yeah, so's the dude from, I
that.
forget his name, from Human League. The guy from Human League has a song on there.
Yeah, Philoki.
Does the guy from Human League have a name?
Philoki. He and Giorgio Moroder did Together in Electric Dreams. It was a pretty good hit. Then there came an album afterwards with Philoki and Giorgio Moroder did an album together. Also highly recommended.
Wow. It's funny, Jorgen, you showed that record and I lost 10 viewers. How did that?
Well, I assume it's because Paul McCartney wasn't on it.
Now, what's this? Soupy's sons, Hunt and Tony, were in Bowie's Tin Machine?
Hunt Sales. I remember hearing about him. That name, Hunt Sales.
Yeah. So Hunt and Tony, but Yard Sales didn't get anywhere. Thank you, Dave, the pickup artist. Yeah. Okay. Soupy Sons also played with Rundgren.
Todd Rundgren. Mm-hmm.
Soupy.
Always.
Soupy.
Hmm.
I had 56 viewers until all of a sudden Electric Dreams came up with some.
Uh-oh.
No, it can't be that.
Show it again if you want to
We
do
better
more.
show it that people.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm not getting mine.
Oh, sorry, I meant this.
Oh, I gotta get my
I'm doing a
parking
new
camera
one
if I
each
don't fall off
time
my
today.
Oh man.
It's a tradition. It's a tradition.
I'm wondering if I have CDs around. I think I do that I haven't found yet. That I don't want to rebuy things.
I hate when that happens. And I've done that before because you forget you have something.
Yeah.
Other, oh, I got that already. Oh, now I got. Well, there's where your purge goes because then you get rid of the doubles.
Yeah.
I know, Rob S. I know.
Tim, on your vinyl LP of Mary Hawk and Those Were the Days, is Knock Knock Who's There also in mono, or is it stereo on that one?
It's probably mono. I've already put it back, but it's probably mono.
Oh yeah. It's got all the same tracks that I just read off.
They're probably not even going to tell me if they're stereo mono on the album.
Okay.
They would just put stereo on an album and it would have some mono.
Yeah, the other one I ordered, Postcard, has another song I like of hers, Lullaby of the Leaves.
Well, those Soupy Sales Sons sure got around. Where are they now?
I think that Jeff has been trying to show new stuff for a while now.
Are they on the new Taylor Swift album, maybe?
Yeah,
Not likely.
No.
Dental Talk?
Yeah, I think my temporary filling fell out of my molar.
Yeah. I have one
We
to
can
come
have
off.
Matthew Street on here to tell us about his.
The only people on Taylor Swift albums are computer programmers.
That would be.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I missed Joe when you used to do your Beatles albums songs, top all the songs when you rate them. When you used to do that with Matthew Street.
Well, I still do that on FabGab, just that Matthew Street's not on it. Yep.
When's your next FabGab?
I'd like to have him back. I don't know. I'm just lazy. I could have done it today. I got to do the next. Not lazy in that regard, but I have to just get him going.
Well, if you ever need me to help out, I know I'm very.
Is that an offer?
If you like me to, I'd love to do it with you.
Interesting. And even Tim was on there a few times, right, Tim?
Yeah, when Joe has a really dull subject, he gets me on there.
Oh, now you sound like Stephen Schnee.
Well, come on, the Decca album, come on.
That was a great, unique topic.
Well, I'm back there.
No, we'd have to have Matthew Street on to talk about dental stuff. Because he's
got the drill. He's got the drill.
He's got the drill. He's got all this kind of stuff. So.
He is Aunt Mimi.
I know, but
he's got great teeth at Matthew Street.
I can't get him on. I pleaded with him.
I really don't think. I mean, from what I understand, Matthew Street doesn't really love live streams.
No.
It's the easiest thing. You just sit there.
He just doesn't. He's done a few of his own even, but he doesn't like. I don't think he likes it much.
No.
I enjoy it.
So easy. All you have to do is it's easy. No.
Well, Matthew Street.
Thanks a lot, Henry. I appreciate that.
We started together, but I think I like the guys that I'm having now, and I think Beatley Tone is going to be one of the regulars. I think he's really, really good, and everybody I like they put up there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have them up.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Joe? This guy on YouTube, he's really good. He does really good Beatle videos called Tudor Smith.
Yeah, I think I see the name in the comments. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, Aunt Mimi and I were watching one of his premieres the other day. He did the whole Ringo Starr story, but I knew some stuff about Ringo that he left out of this thing. He says, "Whoa, James, you really know Ringo." I knew some stories about Ringo that he didn't know.
Did you know that? You know that he was drunk.
I don't know if he was drunk or not. But
Mm.
I'm sorry. Why am I laughing? That's not funny.
did you buy those Bing records?
No way.
Man,
Not
they
me,
look really
man.
good.
I got another video ready to go of albums that I've just easily passed up. I mean, that's my new thing too, for material, for content. And if I see the albums that I ordinarily would have bought, I record them. And I'm like, I would pass this up, save $30, pass this
Got
up.
away. Yeah, but I've done that. You know, like you pick up stuff, you go, ooh, and then you have second thoughts. I'm never going to listen to this. Forget it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And CDs I'm much more likely to listen to.
Mhm.
Like, am I really going to listen to Britney Spears a lot? I don't know. But it's there for the moment. But I did get rid of that ABBA Voyage, though.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I couldn't stand
They
it.
got a lot of dead weight on their greatest hits.
You know, and that digipack would rip. And
Yeah.
I had that ABBA. Is ABBA Gold? Is ABBA one the Black Album? ABBA Gold, I think it's called. Is that still the best album of theirs for great hits? Best
for the
of?
moment, I think.
Because there's always been a filler on there to me, but yeah, that was
I have ABBA Gold, the first one and the second one, because the second one had a song I like
What's
called
filler
Cassandra.
to you is an international hit, Joe. So I mean,
I'm not going to get into it again. What you said, not on here anyway. I'm speaking for myself. Is that okay?
Yeah, but every
for
song on there was a hit, so it's
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know about that.
they were, and more.
I don't think there has been a definitive ABBA hit.
Hey, Paul.
No.
Well, Dancing Queen was pretty big.
What are you talking about? Dancing Queen was huge. My sister bought that single. Waterloo was huge.
It was #1 in USA.
Chiquitita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, the ones everybody
yeah.
knows. That's what other thing I love. People say they had a lot of hits, and then you say to somebody, "Do you like ABBA?" Oh, and they go, "Oh, yes, I do. I love Dancing Queen. I love Knowing Me, Knowing You. I love SOS." And they name like the 7 songs that I'm talking about. You know, they don't name the other ones.
I'm not going to deny that ABBA was bigger in UK than it was in USA, but they had hits in USA also.
Yeah,
They had 9 #1s in UK hit chart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't live in the UK.
Joe, why haven't you ever made a video with John Heaton?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I could do that one of these days. Well, do a have him on FabGap
Mm-hmm.
if he wants to. Who knows?
Point to anyone who knows what this is about. This is Time for this. Come home.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the Avatar show is doing. I never heard anything about that recently. Like, remember, I was going to have a big show and with the holograms. Whatever happened to that? Did it happen?
Yeah, that's true. There was right. I remember that.
It was huge. It was in one place. It was in London, and it was
right.
It
I
sold
never heard
out.
anything about it. Yes.
Oh, it went on for months. It sold out like every night. It was huge.
Larry and I, we did the FabGab. We did one of those. That was, I think, and then I went on his live stream a couple of times.
I can show some new bargain.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jorgen.
It's not many of them though. This is from the Eurovision Song Contest 1977 from Switzerland, not Sweden, Switzerland. PP Lionheart Band with Swiss Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a band in the new wave era in the 80s. For once, I found some 80s that I don't have. This is Fox the Fox.
Oh,
They had a
okay.
hit with Precious Little Diamond, and that one I think is a little not my favorite, but the rest sounded very, very interesting. Then an album that I'm not going to say that every song is great, but it is an album that I felt I gotta have it because I like the artist still, and this Michael Jackson's bad.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Okay.
Lock up your children.
And as we have spoken about it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cat people.
I understand you're obscure and Henry, but the thing is, I was only speaking for myself. Sorry.
and now the one that I am most curious about.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
This is Workout with Mickey Mouse, in Sweden known as Musse Pig.
Ooh.
And that is a name for itself. I mean, in Sweden he's called Pig with 2 G's, which he's definitely is a mouse.
The mouse is a pig.
But pig in Sweden means you're feeling great, you're feeling good. Du känner dig pig.
Do they sing in Swedish?
No, I never heard of TieDyed, unfortunately.
Okay. So mouse means
But
pig.
this is very interesting. This is Swedish voiceovers. I assume also that this is a Swedish album where they do some kind of a disco sound, 70s disco sound, which is interesting. It's made in 1984 and mainly has typical 80s. So I don't understand.
That's like dancing with Wolves or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
With a booklet.
I don't know of any Beatles fans that only know those two.
And you can do the Donald Duck dance.
Oh,
Hallelujah! Yes.
yes.
And
Sounds good.
it looks more like the typical bird dance that was popular in the 80s. So I think they made a rip-off of it.
Yeah, you shake your
Oh my
rump.
god.
Okay.
So this is pretty fun to have. I assume I like when stuff is so bad that they actually is laughable. I assume that I picked hit jackpot, even though I may not be the target group, but
Tell Goofy to be careful about his arm.
Yeah.
he's
Oh yeah. Oh, he looked double jointed or something.
There he is.
I
guess
can
we
mention
did.
it again. Bird dance.
Bird dance.
Oh,
Bird dance. Oh,
I can't say it in Swedish.
There's the bird
yeah,
dance.
that one.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
there we go. Now is that the
ABBA.
definitive ABBA collection right there?
There's
Yeah,
more
I
than
have
that.
both
There's
of
more.
More
That
ABBA
one,
than ever want to have.
there's too much on the black one for me personally.
I got the
More
27
ABBA Gold has
Western
my
Masters
favorite song,
myself.
Cassandra.
Mhm.
Yeah, but just like any greatest hits, when you get it home, it's like, why isn't? And then you
Yeah,
get
they
this.
did put it on there.
So
Mhm.
like you got to buy both of them to get
You missed one. Yeah.
again. Ugh. Well, it's ta-da. I guess everyone should have. Mason, where are you?
I
ABBA.
can
More ABBA.
settle with the first one. I think that is enough.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You have quite a CD collection there, Doc.
Yeah, quite a few.
Though the best ABBA song ever is on the second one, but I have the single, so why not?
Oh, well, you got to have.
Summer Night City is their best one in my opinion.
You
Waterloo's
got to
my
have.
favorite.
I do.
Do I do?
Yeah, I do. I do.
And ring,
I
ring.
have that one. I have that one in Swedish.
I wish they stuck. I know there's something going on by Frida on it to make it
Mhm.
easier for me.
Well, I don't know.
Might as
maybe
well be
something.
ABBA.
Lisa, that's good. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, mark this down. Mark this down. I guess
Wow.
Get down.
that's for Jorgen there. Like, go listen to
Yep.
some Thyra.
Thyra.
Thyroid.
Okay.
Thyroid. I know. So like thyroid.
Thyra, huh? Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
It is copied.
Poppy is that's
The
mod.
link. The link.
I don't know. Sometimes you like somebody touts something, you go listen to it, like, what are you? Oh. So I don't
Morgan,
know.
do you have the Michael Ziegler band that do that song "Let's All Chant"?
I gotta find those George's records, man.
No, I have the 80s cover.
That's what
of
you
it.
need.
Oh, there's what you need right there.
Ooh.
Box
Oh
set.
my, it's
That's
nice
too much.
looking. I'll give you that.
Too much
That's
ABBA.
what you need.
Oh my God.
My shelf. What?
That's a lot of
Best
ABBA.
thing on this is disc 4. It's rarities.
Oh, so you really don't need the fourth disc.
No, you need the 4th disc.
I want to hear them do on top of Old Smoky.
Up.
Very
The 4th
singing
disc.
in Spanish and Japanese and all those other languages, I'm sure.
But it has I forget She's My Kind of Girl, which is the two guys solo just before ABBA. It's my favorite thing they ever did. When I first heard it on here. I've since got a Japanese single.
So I guess the two these should have stuck together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Or try. What? Oh, there's Let's All Chant.
There's one.
Yeah, but it's not Pete. It's not the original. This is a British. I'm going to make Christopher really happy by showing, according to him, crap music. This is Pat and Mick. It is British 80s disco cover made by Stock Aitken and Waterman, but it's the same song. It's the closest thing I have.
Do you ever go walking around the house, Jorgen, sing "My Body, Your Body, Everybody with Your
I'm
body"?
going to be honest. When I was younger and this actually came out, this version, I hated it. I thought it was so cheesy. I felt embarrassed by listening to it. But today I think it's a very catchy song. So I've actually changed my mind. But it will never go that far that I will dance to it in my own house.
I had that song on the K-Tel compilation Disco Devil in the 70s.
I've never heard of Disco Devils.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wrong one.
Well, in honor of Elvis's birthday today, I watched this last night for my second time. I saw it in the theater and I loved it. I love this movie. And the girl that plays Priscilla is so beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it seemed to go a lot faster than when I saw it in the theater. And the guy that plays Little Richard in the film, he really looks like the real deal. We had the pompadour like him and everything.
I thought it was Little Richard.
At least something was the real deal in there.
They could have put a couple of Elvis songs on the soundtrack just in case.
Oh, except that one that's in the credits. Ooh. Take that out. What? If Yoko never did the screaming thing and sang in her normal voice, she'd probably be viewed way more highly now.
No, that wouldn't be enough.
She would most likely be seen as viewed as better, in my opinion. But I think definitely that she was. So screaming is actually what sticks out and what made her odd, and that is what she's making money on.
It didn't work, did it?
Besides being married to John Lennon, of course.
I can't say I like John screaming any better.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Well, you hear him screaming in the song Cold Turkey.
Wow.
That was their screaming phase anyway, but still.
Yeah.
She's an artist. Doing a very special thing. So the oddest thing she can do on the.
Oh yeah, Primal Scream. That's it.
Screaming.
Okay. Must be time for a commercial break.
Oh.
So, Doc, did you find any new bargoons?
We'll be back after this.
After this
brief message from Doc.
Yeah. Have you got fruit flies in your house? These fuckers. See,
does that kill them?
Yeah, you fill it up with apple cider.
Oh yeah, and they fly in there and drink themselves.
That smells good. You go in there and I can't turn it upside down because it's full. But there's a little window underneath there. Oh yeah, I got a few of the buggers. Yeah, but not
so your fly's gone?
No.
We'll see.
No.
You get you another one of those maybe.
Oh. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still,
Wow.
yes.
You should have had that when Mason was here.
Mason, yes. But John Screaming sounds great. Well, yeah, Twist and Shout Dizzymus Lizzie, yeah, and
Mhm.
Mr. Light, yeah, but
Yeah.
like
It's not really screaming.
no,
Mm.
no. Well, I don't have fleas. I've got fruit flies.
Today on my stream, AGK was up and he did a funny song. He took the lyrics of "Suspicious Minds" by Elvis and he did like this: "I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out. I'm stuck in the VC community, baby."
Yeah, you can walk out.
That's
Ooh.
great.
And then Elvis said, "I hope this
Syllables
soup
don't
don't
even
tear
fit.
up, baby."
Every time James sings, I get a copyright strike.
You don't. Not every time. I sang on my stream today.
Yeah.
I did a karaoke of Elvis's song "Don't," and I didn't go down.
Sometimes
I
it
even
takes
started
a
my
while.
show with the 2001.
Well, that's hard
theme,
enough to bear when Elvis sings it.
going into what's it called? Their da-da-da. I did that. I got away with it.
Sometimes it takes a couple of days, and all of a sudden, uh-oh.
Mhm.
Down, 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 down.
Oh, does somebody want to play match game?
Well, it's hard to do.
I thought of that for this week, because I'm at my mother's house most of the week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a few.
My match
But
game.
Family Feud Home Edition.
I'm watching match game. I said, I should write down some of these questions to use for later. But I never did. So, use some actual questions, and instead of thinking up, what can we use to play match game with? Well, write a few of them down, and then, so maybe this week I'll write some down or something. What did you say? You can sing any song to the tune of the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It works for every song. Just, I guess.
That's a
Okay.
great Gordon Lightfoot song.
Oh,
Oh, no. I never did karaoke. That wouldn't have the nerve.
Hmm.
In clubs, anyway.
I know that's. I don't like the end of Mother. It's excruciating. So.
I have this picture in my head of Lisa, groovy Lisa, going to a karaoke club, getting up on the mic and singing, "Give me, give me, give me a man after midnight."
That would be something.
It would be.
Yeah.
That would be something.
That would be something. Ding.
No, yeah, that was.
That's funny. I have a vision in my head of Lisa doing that and me getting up and leaving, but that's just.
Ooh.
SOS.
Maybe if we had a vision of Wood Girl singing that.
There you go. Yeah.
That one might.
That would be cool. She'd be like, give me a man after midnight, and I'll give him 2 egg rolls for the night.
No.
And some lights.
Wood Girl, she would sing, gimme a tree after midnight.
Yeah, a tree.
Yeah.
I will cut it down and I will
Wood
make
Girl.
you a
There you
tree
go.
house. Wood Girl. She makes what she needs.
You know what you need is, Doc, you need a spring sound.
Yeah.
Thank
Mhm.
That's what you need.
Do you remember that Eminem song? Guys, remember Eminem? When he has that song?
Don't remind me of Eminem.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
He's weird.
Yeah.
Dusty.
There you go.
That other one was good.
I like that. Dusty. What girl sings what she wants to hear? I like that.
I think that's the standard one.
I'll be right back. I got to go grab some cookies. You want some cookies?
Do you want really? No, you don't
actually,
have
take
to.
one, give it to me.
All right, I'll be
You
right
don't
back.
have to.
I want cookies. What kind
We're
of
back.
cookies do you have? Oh, you've got to get cookies.
He'll see. We'll find out.
Wood Girl sings what she wants to hear.
It wouldn't be a Sunday stream without.
You're kidding? Is
James
Eminem
eating.
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Mhm.
I'm having chicken. What else is? How exciting! What else is new?
Eminem's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the Monkees aren't. Where's
Yeah,
the
pathetic.
There is the
I'm no fan of the Monkees, but hey, that's something weird.
Bring back me.
Well, Mason is doing stuff.
Yeah.
Doing chores.
Well, I'd have to sacrifice one of the other guests to do it. And he's not here.
Goblin isn't here, is he?
Any other requests for sound effects?
Oh,
Where's one?
where's that guy that sound effects of that other guy that screamed? Some other guy that you had that screamed.
It
Made a
goes,
scream noise.
ah!
Oh,
Yeah.
him. Okay. CD man.
That's a good one.
I swear he was trying to steal your act, Joe.
Yeah, I think he was.
I think he was just the way he was. And then, I said, you're getting ideas from other people, aren't you? Yeah.
Henry, you're not serious with that question? Are the Monkees really rock and roll? Though well, you're not serious with that question, given all the non-rock and rollers that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame already.
Yeah, I
with
must come to
Dolly
the Monkees defense. Them is definitely more rock and roll than Eminem.
I will answer that. Yes, they were. People don't know what rock and roll. People confuse like rock. People think Led Zeppelin or rock and roll. Led Zeppelin is rock. Rock and roll is Beatles, Chuck Berry, early Stones, early Who.
The answer is
Eddie
yes.
Cochran. That's rock and roll.
And it doesn't matter. Rock and roll criteria itself has gone out a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you go to a record store and everything pop, rock. It's all in the same area, you know. And then you can go country.
You want to call it? How about the Pop Rock Hall of Fame? Pop Rock Hall of Fame. It's hard to say that.
Why not Music Hall of Fame?
Yeah, anything can go in.
Yeah, see, heavy metal is a subset of rock. Just way harder, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
but it's rock. It's not really a subset of rock and roll. It's a subset of rock.
They do have the Country Music Hall of Fame, don't they?
Of
in
course.
Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolly Parton's now.
They've had that.
So now Parton's both of them.
I think.
Yeah.
Hello, Calvin.
Hey, Calvin.
I think they have a jazz music hall of fame. They have a jazz music hall of fame also.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never be in there. I'll never go visit that.
I will.
It is interesting, Joe. It is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
I'm losing my mind in that store with Corey playing those blaring Trump horns that don't mean nothing. Just go.
Hello, Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Country Music Hall of Fame was pretty neat. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause it was a week later they put in a Mike Nesmith thing. That,
after you left. Yeah.
that after I left, oh geez, you know. So, like, but it's fun to look at all the stuff like, oh yeah, I know him. Not that I could name a song by his, but oh yeah, George Strait, oh yeah, and the Statler Brothers, and it was still kind of neat.
Yeah.
So,
but the problem is that every genre more or less is trying to be commercial, so they mix themselves together with other genres. Jazz has mixed with hip hop and jazz. We have country has mixed with rock. So none of the basics of the genres are actually still there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not been to the Swedish Music Hall of Fame. How big is that, Jorgen?
It exists, and it is. Of course, the Swedish the people outside Sweden know ABBA and Roxette is in there, but it exists actually.
What is this?
It's not that big though. It's not many who knows about it.
I've always felt the Monkees and Beatles were like pizza. Beatles being a mom and pop shop pizza, and Monkees being a DiGiorno.
Okay.
Yeah, but the DiGiorno is satisfying, but the mom and pop pizza.
What kind of pizza are the Rolling Stones?
They would be mom and pop.
Rotten pizza.
Crap
with
pizza.
hot peppers on
The
it or
Partridge
something.
Family will be
Crap,
glad.
crap
Yeah.
pizza.
There you go.
I mean, I like the Stones, but they're tough guys. Like, well, they're not tough in real life. The Beatles were tough in real life, acting like they were
Yeah.
nice guys.
They
The
were
Stones
teddy
were
boys.
like they were actually nice guys acting tough. Like, if I understand right, more posh or whatever.
I don't know, but do you think if they had met Brian Epstein and put them into suits and stuff, and they were still in the leather jackets, do you think they would have had the same appeal? Or
It's hard to tell, but knowing history, it's hard to tell.
'cause that's a game changer, I think.
If they had gotten Ringo and still kept the leather and did the first album, nothing changed. Except, I wonder.
I know this is an interesting question. Like, they could have been another Searchers.
But obviously, like I always say, the music is what holds up today. So obviously, while the appearance was a part of it, right? It wasn't all of it because nobody's looking at these guys with ties and suits and mop tops today. The music is what it is.
I don't know, but the appearance is a lot. Oh, don't forget to pull for the Frogs tomorrow night. No, they beat the Michigan Wolverines. I'm not rooting for the Frogs.
Did anybody? What's the Frogs?
TCU.
College football.
It's a
Did
national
anybody
game.
learn their lesson from what happened? Oh, I guess that was a freak accident. I know it never happens usually, but enough people going around knocking each other, tackling each other, and bashing each other.
Oh, no, that fellow had a condition.
Yeah, he had to shirt away. Yeah.
He's doing real well, too. So.
Yeah.
I would say the Stones is like Pizza Hut. It's pretty expensive.
Little Caesars.
It's pretty expensive and it tastes nothing special. There are better pizza places than other places.
No. Question for the whole panel. Who's the one artist that you like?
El King.
Anyone else to like?
El King. Actually, I got Alan C. Records to like El King. So.
Well, I can answer that question very easily.
Oh, Murray Hopkins. Yeah.
Oh, how convenient. That was what you had before.
Something I like, I can't get anyone else to like.
Modern Talking.
Depeche Mode.
It's a German disco band that today is seen as crap by many of them, but I like Modern Talking. I like their 80s disco. End of story.
Yeah.
The Beach Boys are a Costco.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like Costco has the best hot dogs that you can buy at the stand.
I thought of one. There's these guys.
Ooh, weird, wrong. No, everybody loves the Partridge Family. Oh, that's
Yay!
There we go.
You know, I come on here, I show these albums, but you know what? I still haven't listened to them yet. Oh, we got Henge.
Henge too.
Henge?
Henge.
I show Elvis.
Elvis. Okay.
Thanks through the years.
George, what Sega George told me, when they show Henge, show your Elvis.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be funny, so I'm showing Elvis.
I've only had Sparrows once, and I don't know if I was all that impressed with them. Because it's fast food pizza.
Yeah, it's okay for mall pizza.
Yeah, mall pizza. Yeah. So, I know does it still exist? I don't know. But I remember having a Sbarro pizza and going like, that's so hot. So, for the Beatles to be Sbarro, no, I don't think so. That would be your mom and pop pizza. Yeah.
I got to respond. This guy Frank's music's really been acting up lately.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Joe has a rant. Go, Joe.
Uh-oh.
I'm just typing in it. Response.
Okay.
So
I thought you had a rant going on there. Anybody remember Round Table Pizza?
Can't say that I have, Lisa.
No, I don't think so.
I know it'll be a long time before I buy another Little Caesar.
The
last Little
Pizza,
Caesar
pizza.
I brought home was burnt,
Oh yeah.
crispy, and
Last pizza I ate was a kebab pizza on my birthday.
Ooh.
Was it good?
Mhm.
It was really good. I was so filled up after 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do you think about frozen pizza?
Oh, that stuff, I can't eat frozen pizza anymore. It makes me sick.
I had a Domino's one that made
I could eat any of it, but I like the real stuff, especially living in
Yeah.
New York.
Tombstone's okay. That's the closest.
Somebody says they think I'm experiencing a midlife crisis, judging by my record thing, and I'm saying if I'm experiencing a midlife crisis, that means I'll live to 120.
Can you imagine the rant videos from a 120-year-old guy? Ooh. That's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know what? When you listen to music, sometimes you know what I like to do? I like to put my headphones on, turn on my boombox, and just turn off the lights and just sit in my chair, close my eyes, and get lost in the music. I love doing that. That's what I'm gonna do with Mary Hopkins tonight later on when I listen to it for the first time. Well, I know some of the songs, but not all of them. But it should be a good album. I'm looking forward to it. Then sometime this week I'll do a daily blog and do my review. Kimba,
come on up here, Kimba. Come on up here.
I tried to actually do this a familiar thing to James, but the problem is I'm too much of a reviewer. I'm thinking how this is sound for my blog when I'm going to review it. So it gets I loosen it every time.
Yeah, I like to read the liner notes when I'm listening to a CD. So
yeah, well, I have liner notes in this one too.
Yeah,
Let me show you here.
Yeah,
but it's hard to hold on. Here we go. Oh, that came out easy.
It's like amazing how people don't listen to when you put videos up. They don't pay any attention to. They comment without watching the video. If something just drives you nuts, you know.
Yeah.
See, then you got your liner notes in here. You can read all about it and stuff like that. Then you got this, and it shows her other albums from back in the day. Yeah, I like reading that.
About me.
I love the shot of her right here.
I recently bought something so I could read liner notes with.
What'd you buy? Oh, you got your one. Yeah, I found mine.
I had to go buy a freaking magnifying glass to read liner notes with. You know,
thank you for the compliment, Jackie. I'm as real as they come, as authentic as they come.
Ooh,
Tim, you might get a heart attack if I show you this.
What?
You ready? Make me big. Make me big.
It sounds awful when you say that.
Ooh. Holy cow.
Eh? What do you think of that?
You don't want to know. Funny.
I hit the wrong one.
See, it's on Apple.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That thing's not loud enough.
That's the one.
Ooh, this says it's manufactured in Holland.
Oh, it's
on the disc.
You've got good eyes, James.
The little Dutch boys making
CDs. All right, make me smaller.
Yeah.
Make them small. Doc, I want to show you a photo of something, and I want to see what your reaction to this is.
Ooh. Okay.
Carly Simon.
Yeah, back then.
And I still love singles, by the way. 45s, I love them. That's my thing, right? Singles. Single songs. Love them.
I watched Black Adam yesterday.
Any good movies watched?
I'm going to watch Black Adam.
The Rock.
Black what?
The Rock.
Oh, that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
They were saying, "Oh, it's so good. It's got action like crazy." Oh yeah, it has action like crazy. But we're like, what was the movie about? I don't know what the story was. It was just slam bang.
Hey, it's almost time for Match Game.
I
I'm starting. I'm
watched
starting. I'm starting to really love Match Game. Remember we
I
started
watched a
talking
lot
about
of
it. I
them.
said, "Oh, that show, they're too stupid on that show and everything." Now we really
Oh,
like
definitely,
watching it.
Danny.
It wasn't a movie I watched yesterday, but I watched a show called Rhythm and Blues Review with a whole lot of jazz guys and comedy and stuff from 1955.
Oh, okay. Boing.
Let's see if I can find another photo here to look at.
Okay.
Oh, can you imagine going through headphones? Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have,
A boing sound and the magnifying glass.
Morning, yes.
I want to go to the.
I have one here. Wait, somebody sent me this, maybe? There's certain albums that people sent me for gifts I won't want to get rid of. What do you think of this cover?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to go to my other folder. Oh crap!
Now, who's that?
I can't do this fast enough. Oh. I can't remember.
Wait a minute, who sent me this a long time ago? Hold on a minute. Dear Joe, June 2017.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
2 years ago.
I don't get gifts anymore.
Okay, how about this cover?
Oh, Julie, that was the one from England.
Good.
That liked me,
yeah.
used to send things.
What about this cover, Doc?
Natasha Kinski. Yeah. There we go.
That was the opposite of doing.
You gotta go when it goes like that.
All right, make me small, please.
You gotta make the raspberry.
The raspberry one, yeah.
And you can see my
Does this
Elvis
get the
calendar
raspberry?
And how about this one?
I can't see anything. Don't make me small.
Come in.
Make them small. God damn it!
I can't see anything.
I know. I was busy in my
Oh,
sound effects. Oh my god.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
See now this one I would keep. Like this is like a 10-inch record.
Uh-huh.
This is unusual.
Yeah.
It's a novelty record. Certain records.
A pretty odd cover for a Coleman Hawkins album.
I mean, there will be occasionally things like this, man. So I'm very happy camper.
Now, Fab One says, as a young Beatles fan, I'm glad we finally got to see Paul was the leader, not John.
Well, the fact I'll explain because it was probably a bait. But the thing with that is that John was very much the leader in the early days. Then he grew up and realized he was in love, and that was more important. And then Paul took over and aggravated everybody being too bossy. That's really what it comes out to.
Paul was the workaholic, the others weren't.
Yeah.
Robert S. put it more succinctly.
Yeah. Don't be stupid. I know that's why Paul McCartney has 30 albums and the rest have like 10.
Ringo has 30 also.
Yeah, I was gonna say getting shot didn't help.
Yeah, I know. Nobody could ever know what might have happened. I mean, we naturally think there's no way John would have had that many albums even if he was alive today. But then again, you never know. Just don't know.
I have a big hunch what would happen. Most likely, like many other oldies timers, he will make records with Jeff Lynne as producer.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, you got a Honeymoony song posted?
Yeah, I think I took it down.
What is that? What was that?
Eventually, I got the copyright thing for that. But I mean, it wasn't a strike. It was just they want to like take the money. It's like you know what?
Yeah, it's a copyright.
Goodbye.
Yeah. We call them strikes, but they're not necessarily. But it keeps you from being monetized. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
No, Ringo doesn't have 30 albums, I don't think. Maybe 29.
No, it's 20-something.
Yeah.
Maybe 30 songs.
That was just my joke saying, he's got the second most albums.
Ooh.
Well, one thing you got to say, the two Beatles that are still left were the ones who were the most commercial, accessible. I put themselves out there the most.
Yes. Yes. But
The two most interesting ones are gone. In my opinion, the ones that are interesting.
I know, like we have Ringo doing Pizza Hut commercials.
Yeah, it was just surprising considering he never had a pizza in his life. He said,
Ah,
he's worried. He's allergic to things. Worried about eating pizza.
very good.
He
Flaming
made
pie.
wine
That would be
cooler
a great.
commercials too. And he probably never had a
Oh,
wine
yeah, he
cooler
did,
in his
yeah.
life because it wasn't
Oh, I
really
wonder.
strong enough.
Yeah,
I don't
that's probably true. He
I
never.
I don't need the things you sell, but I'm happy to do a song for you. I'm going to sign out now because it's getting close to midnight here.
All right.
All right,
Hey,
Jorgen.
Yeah, Jorgen. Have a good
See you
night.
later, Jorgen.
See you later.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye.
Jorgen.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jorgen, thank you.
Jorgen.
I'm
Now we
missing
have an
match
Hey.
game.
have an open spot.
And that Brett Summers is really annoying. She really is.
Yes.
She's got to take the spotlight every time. Ask him to repeat questions all the time. Oh boy.
Like she'll be
What'd you
funny
say?
one time out of 10.
Yeah.
She will be funny, but
Put her next
otherwise,
to that Charles Nelson Riley. Yeah. Yeah.
that's like too much.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever.
Okay, little bananas. Remember that
Yeah.
commercial they had about the banana writing Big pen? Banana writing or something?
Mhm.
He picked the perfect guy for that commercial. Sorry. I don't know why I look. Why do I find coughing funny sometimes? It's
Well,
not funny when I'm coughing, but
yeah, it's okay.
I like
got
when Ray
plenty
goes
of-
into a
Yeah.
cough.
Oh, you have one.
What is
Oh
that?
wow.
That's I have one somewhere. Yeah,
It's
Is that
thick.
is that a what is it? Is it a
the
game
box set.
No, it's
or
a
is it the?
DVD box set.
Yeah,
It actually has the games in there.
No,
never
no,
shows.
look, it's got your favorite panelists too.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
So like the best of Match Game.
yeah,
Yeah, but I didn't know there was actually like a DVD of that.
yeah. There's a couple of them, I think.
Yeah, well, I've got the Price is Right one too.
Oh wow.
I saw them for $5.
Wow,
That's a bargoon. Yeah.
Mhm.
that is what definite. I forget. Did you coin that phrase, Bargoon?
Yeah, you buy these stupid things thinking,
Probably.
oh, I'll never do Match Game. All of a sudden, it's on TV every day.
Right, right. Exactly. That's how it happens. Yeah.
That's how
Let's
it
take a. I could show you some springs, but maybe I shouldn't. Some autographs that would go. What's up the spring sound? But
Oh,
Yes,
I don't know if
I'm having trouble getting rid of it.
Doc, did you put the link out for someone else to join us?
Yeah, we have an open spot, guys.
yeah. Oh, there it is.
One open spot.
Stuck
One
on the
open
bottom.
spot.
There it is.
Someone's coming.
I put it in and then I ran and get the Match Game stuff.
Okay.
boom, boom, boop, 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 boop.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Gene Rayburn.
Yeah.
Gene Rayburn is an ugly man. Oof.
Yeah, Richard Dawson. He got his own show.
And he tries to like get on. You know, I don't know. Schmooze up to all the women.
Hmm.
Can I have your phone number?
Well, look at Richard Dawson. He used to do on Family Feud. He was making out with all the ladies and shit.
I said
yeah.
that to my girlfriend. She goes, well, at least he was a good looking man. I said, oh, really? So I guess my girlfriend thinks that Richard Dawson's good looking.
I think he married one of his contestants.
Have you seen what Richard Dawson
Yeah.
looked like before he died?
Yeah, not too good
Yeah.
looking.
Like he turned into a woman.
I was thinking that. I wasn't going to say it, but you said it.
No, it's true. I said like, and here's what Richard Dawson looked like at age, whatever, 75 or whatever he was. I'm going like, that's a woman.
Yeah.
It's not even a woman.
Face.
That's a woman.
Or as Austin Powers would say, that's a man, baby.
Yeah. See now, FitToBe TieDyed is playing
Oh,
Gene
girl.
Rayburn here.
Yes, grr.
Okay, Brett Summers, horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says,
Grr.
"Why the long blank?"
Well, I had an answer. It was, why the long napkin that dragged all the way down to the floor, and also they put 3 cards up. I love when they do
Yeah.
stupid crap like that. Ooh.
Her laugh.
You know,
Yeah.
very funny, you know.
Mhm.
And well, that's Brett going for the attention. I'll put my answer on 3 cards.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Cool.
I know.
And she'll sing, you know, they'll say something. Oh, just say, "There's some secluded rendezvous."
But we still watch it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, it's fun to play along with, at least at home.
Joel, if you had your own TV series, what would your theme song be?
Check my machine. No, I don't know. No, it would be Lunchbox Odd Socks. I had that once as a theme to something.
Jeff, you do have a mute button down there.
I have been muting him. Oh, I guess I'm stopping the cam.
You're
Okay.
taking your
No.
picture
Okay,
down.
wrong one. Sorry. Okay. Well, next time I'll use the.
You gotta be careful because
microphone.
you could have an invisible ray accident.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Take my stuff off. Yeah.
You see, like James runs into Wood Girl and says, "Hey, baby, want a blank?"
Eat.
Yeah. Like this.
I say, eat.
I
Get
know.
ready
There
to
we go.
match the stars.
Yeah.
So everybody should
Make me what I need. That's right, zombie.
have
Right.
one of these handy if we ever play match game again.
Hmm.
And lots of paper.
I got some over there somewhere.
I've got some.
Yeah, I don't
here.
want to use all my
Yeah.
index cards up. I have
Yeah.
index cards. I don't want to use them.
I got some paper on that side.
I just take old paper, fold them in half. And that's
They have the war on paper also. Trying to get rid of
Yeah.
paper, get rid of cash.
Yeah, what did I
What?
just?
We'll have computer chips in our hands, and we'll be like, beep.
When I went for the cortisone shot on my shoulder the other day, they they needed a co-payment. They wouldn't take cash. You know, first time. It's like you got to they write a check or have a card.
They even took
Yeah.
checks. I thought checks were now.
Oh wait, they'll stop that too. Oh yeah.
No, they wanted a postal order.
Oh, okay. hmm
Yeah.
I read where the governor of New York said I passed some bill where you could bury dead people in your backyard.
I never heard of that.
That's what I heard. That's
Bury
in New York.
people in your backyard.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah, compost bill is what I heard. Yeah.
Tim, are you trying to decode this secret message?
Oh, what language is that?
I don't know. Tim was really
I
looking
gave
at
up.
No, life's too short.
it. Sorry, we don't do strange languages here.
No, sorry.
I don't
Oh.
get it. Oh.
Next.
Oh my god, I got the song stuck in my head.
Which one?
Da 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 da
the
da
Hawaii
da da da
Five-O.
Hawaii
Yeah.
Five-O.
Yeah,
That
that's a
got
great.
stuck in my
That's a
head.
great
That's
theme.
the theme, yeah.
It is.
From the original show, yeah.
Oh, why? What did the new one have? Something different?
I think it was the same theme, but I never watched the new show. But
Probably the rap version.
Yeah, the
Yeah, like-
no.
Blank Mayo.
And that's true too. I was on the floor when that happened. But nobody said Joe.
No.
Nobody said Joe. But it was dumb because that was all I could think of. I'm going like, I can't think of anything else. Mayo.
Cinco de
No.
Mayo.
Yeah, well, yeah, but Cinco de Mayo and Pull de Mayo and
Yeah.
Virginia Mayo.
Yeah.
All I could think of was
Who's Archie Mayo? What's that? Sounds familiar too.
Archie Mayo.
It's a director, maybe.
That was funny when that came up. Oh, that's Spanish. What does that mean?
Thank you.
I don't know.
Yes. Sweetie.
Really. Mason says, I'm through with physical media. I'm now collecting blank. Dust would probably be what Red
That's a
Summer.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Wasn't that nice? We've made a nice connection out there. That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking in Gaelic, I think.
All right, Tim, let's see
Yeah,
how
that's what
your
I
music
thought it
knowledge
was.
is.
I thought it was Gaelic.
Tim, put on your thinking cap. I'm going
Oh,
to do something, and you have to guess what the song is.
oh, gee.
Da 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 da.
Dating game.
Da 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 da.
It's a dating game
Da
show.
da 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 da.
Spanish the flea.
Yep,
Spanish
Spanish flea. Herb Alpert and the
Herb
Tijuana
Alpert and
Press.
Steel
But all I know is the Beatles, so what do I know? I don't know anything else.
Well, he did pretty good, Joe.
Yeah, you didn't have to write it on a card or anything.
Right.
No.
I thought it was Mana Mana at first.
For a
Mana
minute.
mana. Do 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 do.
Mana.
Do do do.
When things get slow around here, James starts to sing.
Yes.
That
I
reminds me, I gotta go soon.
Get the stream going up again
Well,
and pump them
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for a special guest.
The snowman.
In Oklahoma would have melted. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Jack Frost.
It is.
Seriously though, on that note, I think I'm gonna go. Between Jack Frost and the singing, I think it's time to go.
No more Christmas.
Not yet. Until next.
All right, everybody.
Okay. See you later,
Bye,
Joe.
Joe.
See you all
Later.
soon.
Yep.
Bye. Bye.
Now we have two open
Now we have
spots.
2 open spots.
Yeah, but we got nobody else there to come up.
You can get up and listen
I
to
never
pop.
thought he'd leave.
Yeah.
I got jokes today.
Do you
So,
ever?
Doc, on Ski Lodge Tuesday, you said maybe I should tell my David Letterman story.
You're right.
Okay.
So let's hear Tim Allen's David Letterman's
You on the show?
Yes.
Because I have 2.
Yes.
Okay.
One
ahead.
was amazing enough, but if you got 2, that's incredible.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I quit it
You have
too
the time.
because I was perfect. I was 100%. So why would I risk that to try to do 3? So I didn't. Okay, when he
so
first
everybody
one,
that stayed after Joe left, get ready for the Tim
David
Allen.
Letterman had his morning show. The first one is the morning show, and he was on at
Oh,
like
yeah,
11 o'clock in the morning. And he started reading viewer mail. He started getting mail, and this is where the viewer mail segment started. So I used to watch with this in school at Corning Community College with this girl that was like quite attractive. Her name was Angela, I think. And we'd watch it together. And one day I'm like, I should do something for this. And she's like, what? I don't know. I thought about it a minute. And I'm like, for one thing, it should be from not me, but like the Corning Community College David Letterman fan club. That might get some attention. So she's like, that's a great idea. So he had this guy on. We watched like the next week or something, and they were doing the show from Letterman's perspective. So you didn't see Letterman the whole show. You saw the audience and the cameraman and the cue card guys and the guests, but you never saw Dave. It was like camera was like right in front of him, like so it was like what he was seeing. And he had this guy on called Chuck the Human Weasel, who had supposedly dug like 1,000 holes in his lifetime, and the guy looked like a weasel. And he's on there, and Dave's talking to him for like a minute, and his cue card comes up. It says Chuck. So Dave's like, I'm sorry, we're out of time. It was nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. So my letter turned out to be, that was rude. Getting rid of Chuck was very rude. You should have him back on or something. So comes like a week or 2 later, he's doing his viewer mail, and he used to show them too. So it was shown. And, starts reading this letter from the Corny Community College Jared Letterman fan club, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. And the letter comes on, and he has Chuck the Human Weasel back on. So this guy should thank me because I made him like an extra $600 because that's like what you get from being on Letterman. So I made this guy some money. Anyway, he has him back on, and of course the joke is he does exactly the same thing to the guy. How he goes again. But I was like, wow. So that was my first one.
Tim Allen's fault, right?
What was that?
It's all your fault. Like you were the one that
the guy got paid again, so that's a good thing. Yeah, it's probably just a staff member or something, but you get extra money for being, on screen. So anyway, that was my first one. So then he goes to NBC and he starts doing viewer mail. Like it starts going nighttime NBC, and he starts doing viewer mail again. And I'm like, what the hell? So this time I'm like, okay, I'm signing this one. I learned my lesson from the first one. And I got about 20 people to sign the first one too. I did come up with a David Letterman fan club. I got about 20 signatures on it. This one, I'd heard this silly thing about if you play The Boat That I Rowed, the Neil Diamond song by Lulu at 33 instead of 45, if you get a single, it sounds like a really cool Motown group. And that was it. It wasn't a very good one. I didn't think. But I sent it in, and I've only been told by many people that this was on. I've never seen it. I missed that episode somehow, but and it's been rerun many times, and I've never seen it in reruns either. But next thing you know, here's my letter. Apparently, because people used to that I didn't even know what Corny Community or I was in Buffalo by then, but people would stop me and go, "Are you Tim Allen?" Yeah, saw your letter on Letterman. And
yeah.
Oh, thanks. I didn't. But anyway, so he reads the letter, and I did it. That one was written purposely to get Dave and Paul, because he likes to do things with Paul, to get them,
Yeah.
So he reads the letter, and Paul's like, well, I've got it right here, and puts it on his record player, I guess, of some sort he had. And it was some polka record or something. I don't know what it was. And the big joke was, no, I don't get it. I don't see it at all, Apparently that's what they did. So yeah, I'm 2 for 2 on Letterman, and I never did the CBS show because I was 2 for 2.
Hey, Robert.
It's Robert.
So those are my Letterman stories. I've been on twice.
No. Robert, you've muted yourself.
I said, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I had myself muted because I was yelling at the wife. Not yelling at me, but asking for her favor,
Okay.
Bring me water, things.
Yeah.
But I forgot to unmute. Sorry. I just said an interesting story from Tim. I haven't been on in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I saw you were still on, and we just got home from our book surging, and I thought I would come by.
Yeah, so have you brought some stuff to show from the estate sale?
Actually, it's pretty much a dud. I got a few books. Everything I went to look for was already gone.
Oh, no, you got there too late.
Yeah, you never know when you get to these sales. But he has a lot of books, but unfortunately, most of the stuff I was looking at, he's going to end up burning them or something. Like every encyclopedia from like 1965 until 2005 is there in hardcover. Every single National Geographic ever printed in 20 rows. And what was nice, though, they came in these leather bindings.
Ooh,
yeah. I got a cookie here, Zombie. I got a cookie.
Sorry.
James has got a cookie.
So I got a couple of these bindings for $1 a piece. And then I washed them up. And what I do is I happen to have a few Bibles. And rather than keep them like that, I just slide them in there. And it keeps them on the shelf in nice shape.
I'm ready for the McCartney book.
Yeah.
Not that if you collect any kind of book that's big enough, you could buy one of these for $1. He's got like probably 200 of them. sitting there with National Geographics.
Yeah.
So I told them if they come and destroy all of them, I may go pick up a few more of these because you never know what kind of big book you might want to stick in it. Then I can change the heading on it with just gluing a new heading thing over it. So that was something I did. That was happy. And then I had another little one. I tore apart the binding to steal the binding. So I like to try to redo books too. So hello, everybody.
Hello.
Robert S. I see was over there.
Yeah.
My wife said, you can still go on. He's on, and there's like 40 people watching, and there's a space for you.
You should have been here earlier. I hit 56.
Yeah.
56.
Was that when Mason was here? Yeah.
Of course, they all left after Mason left.
Yeah.
Now, you know, the Beach Boys are better than the Beatles. So.
Well, apparently the viewers want to hear that kind of stuff because after Mason left, But it was exciting though to see that number go shoot that high. I'm going, wow.
Yeah.
I was excited for you, but I didn't get to see that. But 42 sounded good to me. I mean, you know,
10 CDs. Wow. Robert, get up here and show us.
Show us, Robert.
Yes.
We still have time.
Oh yeah, Robert does. I'll show you one thing I did pick up, and not that anyone else cares. It wasn't cheap.
Well, you have to show us. What?
Joni Mitchell Blue.
Oh, okay.
180 gram remaster. You know, standard. It's one of my favorite Joni Mitchell albums. I like the first two. This is the third one she came out with, and I really enjoyed it.
Blue vinyl.
They're saying newly remastered by Bernie Grundman under the supervision of Joni Mitchell.
Oh,
Nice.
And I haven't opened it to see if it's on colored vinyl or anything.
Oh, you got to do it. You got to do it.
A live unbox. What do you call that when you guys
right,
do?
An unboxing.
Sealed to reveal. Yes.
Yeah, sealed to reveal.
Be careful, don't cut yourself.
Sealed to reveal. Let's see what they got here for
What color it is.
unfortunately 28 hard-earned dollars.
Yeah, we got to know whether you got your money's worth. Go. Here we go.
Okay.
Blue.
That's blue.
Blue album.
Blue.
And
no, it's black. Well, it's black.
Ah.
okay.
Original reprise.
Yeah.
Label.
Reprise.
And in good shape. But it's the remaster by Bernie Grundman. I'm hoping it's not like it has to be a better quality than what the CD was. That's what I've been listening to, of course, with a high quality CD. And I thought it's one of my favorite albums. I don't mind buying in vinyl. It's just that I'm not a vinyl collector. You know, I don't jump on everything I see in vinyl, right?
You only jump on the ones that you know you're your money well.
Yeah.
Well, this is something I would listen to often, but normally what even I do in this case, I'll put it on the turntable, I'll transfer it to 9624, and then I'll make a CD from that, and I'll listen to that as opposed to the CD, so I have a vinyl transfer, and that's how I do that.
Ah.
No,
Robert, I got something in the mail today from Amazon.
There's nothing else in here except for the lyrics in the middle.
I'll show you what I got today.
If I open up the gatefold, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, there's a gatefold. Yes, gatefold.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Japanese pressing, apparently, because it's out of print in North America. It was $35 on Amazon, and I also got this too.
Mm-hmm.
And I got her other album coming near the end of the month, Postcard.
That's all that's in the gatefold.
Okay.
It says it's made in Germany, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but usually it's a good thing.
Yeah, usually it's a good thing.
The German version of John Lennon's the first album, I had to return 3 copies because it skipped every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about it when it came out originally. I don't know if it got better after that, but it kind of ticked me off because I'm like, after 3 returns, I just said, forget it. I don't want that one on vinyl anymore.
Yeah.
You never hear about warped CDs, do you?
No.
Well,
No, it's
warp wasn't
You
the
can
issue.
get
It was skipping. Go ahead.
Yeah.
yeah, you can get a skip. George Harrison's 33 1/3. East Coast pressings all had a skip, and it's what you value is in the pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one had like 3 skips on one side and 1 skip on the other, and each one was exactly the same. And the third one,
Yeah,
they said,
it's what
don't
you
even bother
value
returning.
was saying too. So I finally got a British copy. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm good.
They just told me, they said, don't even bother sending the last one back. So I hung it on the wall in the basement, and then I put the cover over there where it says plastic. Well, you can't see it from the position I'm in, but I have the first McCartney and the first Lennon album up over there on the wall, and I used it to frame. So where'd that ball guy come from? The Netherlands. I don't know.
Crazy.
I think my ancestors were way back German or something, but
Wow.
They knew how to press records.
Yeah.
Hmm.
that's all I got new. The rest I bought from my niece used because she just got one of those little fairly cheap record players. But I'm glad that some of the kids are getting into the vinyl. So I bought her the greatest Chicago hits, Bob Seger, Live Bullet. I just went to the used store and found a bunch of little stuff around, my age group, and wanted her to listen to some of our stuff. And then she picked up the Beatles Rock and Roll silver copy on her own in where she goes to school near Michigan University or whatever. And she said, "Hey, Uncle Bob, look what I found." I'm like, "Hey, cool, enjoy it." But I thought I could find her the Beatles one on vinyl, fairly inexpensive. I was hoping to grab for her, but
Nope.
Tim Allen's like,
well, you want to spend $50 on a kid playing on worse than a Crosley.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not even a Crosley. It's like the one underneath the Crosley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You should be able to find an okay copy of like the Red and the Blue albums fairly
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, I might do that, but where I was at
Yeah.
Alabama, they didn't have one. I just
that,
picked up.
that should be too hard to find.
Yeah, I picked up.
Yeah.
Like I said, I picked up 5 or 6 of just things like, oh, she might like that. She might like that. I mean, who doesn't like Chicago greatest hits? I mean, it's pretty much
Mhm.
a lot of good songs. Just give her a taste and see how she flows from there. But other than that,
Yeah.
I didn't find anything worth value.
Chicago?
I've got the whole everything they ever did on CD because it came out in a box set one time, like 10
Ooh.
or 12 CDs, and it was on sale like a giveaway from Amazon. I thought for like $12 one time.
Whoa.
They were trying to like off them or something, and I go, I'll take that. Get the entire collection for $12.
Hey, Paul.
Welcome, Paul.
Hello.
I'm trying to get my setup here fixed. Okay. Yeah.
Paul from rainy Vancouver.
Did you
Boy,
see
it
my new
is
Bible
really
case, Paul?
great. What you got there?
It's my new Bible case.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
a National Geographic box. They put them all in, and some guy had like 400 of these boxes at home, and I bought them for $1 a piece.
Is that
Just a
NIV
couple.
or the New American
Well, this
Standard?
one's an NIV study, but I just didn't have a case for it except for the box, so I grabbed a couple of these for $1 a piece just to see if it fit, and it fits. And so now
Oh, it's
I
perfect.
can put it on the shelf. I just have to have my sister or my brother print me with their they have these little machines. I don't know what they're called, but Crickets or something, and they can print stuff out, and I can relay something over this. But not bad for $1. And he's got like probably 100 or 200 of them sitting on.
Yeah,
his
I've got mine's an NIV study as well. I've had it for maybe 20 years now.
Yeah, I just picked that up for 10 or $12 at a resale shop, and then I got
Oh, nice.
trying to get one of every version just so I can see what it's all about, because I've got a few new ones and a few old
No,
ones.
my wife, she did a master's degree in linguistics, and she studied Greek at one point. She got to know her Greek, but it's long gone. But yeah, she was able to read some Greek text, which is pretty cool.
This gentleman had a study. He had lots of Greek books down there, but I'm like, it's Greek to me.
That's what I was gonna say. I can barely parlez-vous.
But I'm sure the people in the audience, or whatever you call this, penny grade, or what do you call these guys again?
Penny grain, I like that.
I forget what you guys, peanut gallery. I don't know what you call them. They don't want to hear about our Bibles, Paul.
Martin wants to talk about Yoko. Like, why do people buy Yoko albums?
I'd sooner
Yeah,
talk
but
about my last
he said
trip
the
to
first
Denver.
album, and the first album's too virgin, and that's just mostly bird noise.
That's all. Yeah, like.
Well,
Yeah.
when I mentioned first, I meant Plastic Ono Band.
Mhm.
Isn't
Yeah.
Yoko the one that ruined Double Fantasy?
No.
Not to say anything
Yeah.
controversial.
Mhm.
Mhm.
She's gotten better by
Yeah.
then.
Gets weather better with
She,
age.
she broke up the Beatles by sitting on the amp.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like John
She
said
did
on
the
Sergeant
right.
Pepper, couldn't get much worse.
Yeah.
That's what history is for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And 50 years later, we're still talking about it. So crazy.
sure.
Oh, that's in the
Radio clubs. Yeah.
Rob
Oh,
asked
I
about
Oh, good.
I'd say come on up and show us, but I'll have to leave for you to do that.
I got a new one. You want to see my new one?
Sure.
Your new
All
one.
right.
Robert would be up.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Big all of a sudden.
Right there.
Well, we want a good look.
And
Hey,
so
At least your
this
beard
is
is
a
trimmed from
reissue.
Oh.
Yeah,
what is
this
that?
reissue.
Lovely.
It's Joe Bonamasso's first band.
Oh,
He was 17 years old when they formed this band.
Wow.
And it's a reissue. It's a double album now, but it's really good stuff. It's like it's blues rock stuff, and it's just amazing what I got it upside down. There you go. That's the label. It's amazing what 17-year-old kid was doing at that point in time. Anyway, that's my latest.
That's not what I was doing.
Very good. Recommended. 2 thumbs up.
Was it
That's
blues
You're gonna make me.
or was it rock?
It's blues rock.
It was still blues rock. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I
I
just
don't
want to
need
be
to be
changed
big.
genres or something.
was that all? That's it.
That's it. So
Well, after Christmas, how much stuff can you really buy? Did anyone get any really cool Christmas gifts? Not that we're
I
old
got-
enough. You know,
I got 2 shirts.
I didn't get anything technically anything for Christmas. I bought what I wanted myself.
That's always a good thing.
I because I have grandkids, I spent most of my stuff on grandkids. I didn't mess with anything for myself. I bought my wife a new Bible because hers was tattered after 22 years, and that's really about it. Really, there's nothing.
I got a new pair of jeans for the same reason. It was after 22 years, it was time to get a new pair.
Probably get a new shirt.
Yeah.
That was. I bought this one at Kmart when they were still surviving.
Good heavens, Kmart. That's like 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, it's a little big now, which is great. But it's
I
not-
used to do all my shopping at Montgomery Ward.
I don't think I have anything left from Montgomery Ward except for a few tools outside. I still have some of my Montgomery Ward tools.
Oh, good heavens.
I'm sure I have some records from Montgomery Ward.
He likes it. Hey, Jorgen.
Yeah, that's good stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Tyra, they're Swedish. I guess they're a couple, but they do sort of folk country stuff. But it's really nice stuff. Really nice music. Jorgen, listen to their album called Nashville Songs. It's a bit of a short. It's short. There's only like 8 songs on it. But Nashville Songs is a really nice album. Anyway.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not letting my dog out though. Okay.
We're gonna count.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to go get something to show you.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
Go ahead.
He's late. He should be back by now.
Well, anyway, Martin says he compares John's early albums as recording yourself when you're drunk or high and then listening to what you said. It's not a pretty picture. That's kind of true in a way.
The experimental ones. Yeah.
Yeah. His earlier albums could be messed.
Yeah.
So not up to standard, you know.
Just there to there. Mm-hmm.
Flashes of brilliance. He will check out more of them tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll like
Okay.
this stuff. It's really. And it's funny. I stumbled across these guys. I was listening to totally unrelated channel. The guy's an auto mechanic, and he was restoring old vehicles, and they had some music playing. Like he was driving a car, It was nighttime scenes, so you sort of had, the fast forward. And while they were doing that, they were playing this music as an overlay. I thought, wow, that's a really nice song. So I kind of did some digging and found out what it was. And that's how I kind of discovered them. So,
What does this mean? Just entered ProgHat 60s contest.
Someone's stomach's growling.
Yeah, I heard that too.
fine.
Okay.
Are you eating online again?
No.
Hey, Jim's, he probably ate when we came on, didn't you, Jim?
Oh, I've eaten a long time ago before I even got up here.
Well, anyway, it was kind of weird. We were talking about Montgomery Ward, and the other day, I don't know if I showed this before or not, but the other day I was going through a whole bunch of stuff, and I found my original credit card from Sears.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
It's just a tiny one.
Yeah,
Wow. Hey, Trish.
It's kind of weird. It's like the kind they used to go,
Yeah.
Yeah, with a machine.
It's probably from 19. I don't even know, man.
Do you guys still have Sears?
Maybe 1980.
You still have Sears in the States? Is it still around?
No.
I think there's 2 stores left.
Is there?
Well, last time I saw on YouTube when they were like counting down, like the last Sears store in Colorado or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as if they're Sears, they're a fake Sears. I know they sold all their Craftsman stuff to Lowe's or somebody.
Ours was going out of business. They've been having a 30% off sale or whatever, and then the pandemic hit, and then they were done. They didn't even get to finish their sale. Lord knows what happened to all the stuff, but people didn't buy it because they just closed it up.
Well,
This is
shut down
1984.
in-
1984.
They shut down in Canada, what,
There's
10 years
usually
ago?
a time when stores do close. So
Oh,
if there
Trish.
were 2 Sears stores left, they're probably gone by now.
Well,
Don't
they shut
remember
down in
eat-
Canada about 10 years ago, wasn't it? Is it 10 years now?
We still haven't filled the Sears store that used to be in Devonshire Mall.
I think they turned
Wow.
ours into a big dollar store or something.
Yeah, Kmart bought someone out, or they bought Kmart. I don't know how it all went, but pretty soon
Kmart bought Sears, which was stupid.
they all
Yeah,
went.
which I don't understand how Kmart had more money than Sears, and why
that
would you
doesn't
buy
make sense
another
to me either.
failing business? You're failing yourself.
I know Kmart is basically dying, and they bought Sears. Like what?
Yeah, they bought another dying company.
The
Why?
last Kmart here died. I mean, they closed it up, I think, 2 years ago, and it's been empty for at least two and a half years since I moved here.
Wow.
Half of my Kmart is in Ollie's now.
Ooh.
I love Ollie's.
Split it in half.
Back where I
And
lived
another
in
one that
Ontario.
went belly up in Canada. Remember, Doc?
What?
Eaton's?
What?
Remember Eaton's?
Oh, geez, that's years ago.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
They were closed.
Yeah, we're done.
They died in the 80s, I think, right? Or late 70s?
Well, no, I think later than that, but yeah, they just
They
couldn't
built a
compete.
giant downtown Toronto thingamajig, the Eaton Center, like as
It's
if they
still
were
there.
vulnerable, and then they died.
it's still called the Eaton Center, I think.
It is. Yeah, Toronto Eaton something. Eaton is still in the name, but it's kind of rejiggered something. Yeah.
There is a YouTube channel. I think it's called Recollection Road. He does a pretty good job of all that old stuff. And it brings back a lot of memories of us, when we were kids. But yeah, all those places are gone, and pretty soon Walmart will be one of them, and they'll have some other store.
Yeah.
They're all
I
going to
think
disappear sooner or later.
Walmart's going to be around for a while yet, I think.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
maybe
doing good business,
4 years
Walmart.
or so.
Sometimes the abandoned stores, nothing happens. They like
Yeah, they're empty.
grass
Yeah.
starts growing and stuff, weeds.
Yeah.
They had a Kmart at 15 in Groesbeck by me. It's been empty for at least 15 to 20 years.
Well, I've noticed that malls are taking a hit now, and it's because of online shopping.
Oh,
Yeah.
my mall's
Like
been
malls,
dead for
malls are half empty
years.
I haven't been in a mall in, I can't even imagine, 7, 8 years since I've been to a mall.
now. Yeah, see, there you go, right? Nobody goes to them anymore.
There's no reason to go. The
No.
record store closed in it. The clothing stores. I think J.C. Penney's by my home isn't really in a mall. It sits by itself, but it's the only place I would technically go that's old.
Yeah.
We like some of the clothing for my wife. Other than I wouldn't go to JCPenney, you know, and I don't buy, when I buy clothes, I just go online and say, okay, I need 2 t-shirts and that's it for 10 years and go buy another 2.
Yeah.
5 years later, it's like the hoodie that I'm wearing, you know, you buy one and 10 years later you buy another. And I've got maybe 4.
4 shirts?
No, I'm saying I buy like 4 or 5 of the same thing, and when they're on sale for $10 a piece, and then I just wear them for the next 10 years until they wear out.
Well, you know what happens when you do your laundry, you put your clean clothes on the top of the pile, right, in your cupboard or wherever. And then when you go to put something on, you're always going back to the top of the pile. So you're always wearing the same clothes.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's time to start
Right?
changing around or something like that.
Well, who's going
I have rotated. I got rid of all my old t-shirts and bought new ones because I went from a 3X to a 2X, which is nice. And I had to buy new t-shirts, and now hopefully I can go to an XL sooner or later. But
Yeah.
I'm working on that. But you can't start wearing things that, you know, were 3X when you're not a 3X anymore. You start
I
swinging.
guess that's why I got shirts for Christmas. Somebody said, he's wearing the same old shirts for the last 20 years. Buy him a couple of shirts.
There you go.
But they didn't have Beatles on them.
Well, I like the one you have. I don't wear anything on my shirt, but I can see why you would.
You know, and I said, why have I got no Beatles? I hate the Beatles. Well, I don't. You know, like that's your problem, not mine. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy it yourself.
One of Brad's last videos, he had on a shirt with the Beatles, like from Help, on it. It's something I sent him because someone sent me a pullover hoodie. I hate pullover hoodies. I like
Same.
hoodies.
I used to
Zipper
watch.
ones. I like the zipper ones. Yeah.
I sent it to him because I know he would wear it and I won't. You know.
You know, it's impossible to get a sweatshirt these days that isn't a hoodie. Like I never wear the hoodie, so it's like, well, why don't you just cut the damn thing off?
Well, I do wear it if I'm pumping gas and the wind is blowing at 49 miles an hour, and I'll put it over just when I'm pumping gas and then put it back down because I got to get out of the car sooner or later, right?
Who was this guy? I used to watch this guy
Well,
with the dead moles. I haven't watched him in years.
Yeah.
He's got 2 channels too, so
Well, he did the thing with the go to the motels and check under the mattresses and all that kind of stuff. I used to watch him all the time, and I lost him, but I used to watch him all the time.
I have been watching some of the car videos you've been sending me. Those are interesting. Yes, I like all kinds.
The Vice Grip Garage.
Yeah, I like all kinds of.
That's where I heard that song from Tyra. That's where I heard it from.
Ah,
that's fun. Yeah, I like it. Derek's a funny guy. I like his stuff. Yeah.
I mean, people do stuff I don't want to do personally, but
I have a video that I filmed like over a month ago. I just haven't edited it and posted it, but I just haven't felt like it.
Dan Bell was the guy that did the dead moles. I had to Google it. I said, what is his name? I forget. Dan Bell.
Rats and mice.
Dan Bell.
Who is Dan Bell? You say who is Dan Bell? Paul?
Huh? What?
Did you say who is Dan Bell?
No.
No.
I don't know who he is, but I'll just.
He was the one who did the dead moles and the dirty rooms.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Someone's got to see a doctor.
Man.
Well, Jeff's got that bug for like 7 months.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks.
Someone go have a piece of fruit.
Jeez, I had.
Oh, that was my stomach.
I'm just
okay with James' stomach.
I somehow ended up with a bladder.
But I've eaten already, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, does Mayo want to come on? You want me to get off? I have nothing to add to this. I'm just here because I haven't been on in a few weeks to say hi to everybody. I've been watching. Tim's been on a lot of the ones over there by Mayo. I've been watching those off and on. Don't always comment. Nothing personal.
No,
I take it personally.
I haven't wanted to go up, but it keep getting coke. So.
I like lurking in the background where nobody knows. You know.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Is that large?
I lurk. Yeah.
It's like that saying in Hard Day's Night. You know.
Yeah. Dan Bell. Yeah. Dan Bell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I used to watch him all.
And
It's funny the stuff you used to watch 2 or 3 years ago to the stuff you watch now, it's completely different. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't watch Dan Bell anymore.
Yep.
Some people have disappeared too. When I started like 10 years ago watching, some of these guys are gone.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't remember their names exactly 100%, but
I don't think Dan Bell's gone, but I just quit watching for some reason.
a lot of people just disappear.
I got tired of the dirty rooms. They were fun at the beginning, but then they kind of stretched them out too long. You know, like what, an hour and a half of going through this motel room? No, that's too much.
Mhm.
I never went back. So,
How much can you show in a hotel room? You just see it. Bed, TV,
well,
Bible in the drawer,
it's like
bathroom,
watching
toilet.
Back
You're
with
good.
Brett Summers. You got another dirty room with Rick Sarah. It turned into the Rick Sarah show. So he was clowning around, jumping up and down on beds and all this kind of stuff. You're sitting like, well, tear the mattress apart and let's see, get the black light out and do all the stuff. And it turned into like, let's have beer. And
I already discussed this, so I can't discuss anything else. But it's not the Beatles. I guarantee you that.
now, see, Astro Zombie, go subscribe to Mr. Robscure. There you go. What?
Yeah, Rob always finds stuff that I've never either heard of or sometimes, like Schnee, brings up so many things I've never heard of. And
Scott wants to keep Robert S. and his ono-ness.
and Tim always tops off the 45s with stuff on his show. I listen to your Snap Crackle Pop. You come up with stuff I've never heard of in my life, but it's cool.
I've played stuff I've never heard.
Oh,
Maybe a third of every show I play, I don't know. I've never heard the song before. Put it on. Oh, this sounds good. Put it on.
One of these days, Tim, you're going to have to give us a tour of your 45 room.
Yeah.
I don't really have a 45 room. I don't really have a closet, and I have a lot on the floor right down here, to be honest. And they're just sort of everywhere.
I went to one of those VA places recently, but all they had was polka records. Still in the shrink.
Well, you find a lot of polka.
There's polka everywhere. I'm like,
in the shrink. Like, I'm not opening this. Are you kidding?
My thrift stores had nothing for like over a month.
Yeah, there was nothing.
Mengi Brothers.
No more 29-cent bargoons for you.
And when I go back to Alabama, we've crossed a few thrift stores I may attempt to go to next time. We just didn't have enough time because it was Christmas, you know, spending as much time as we could with the grandkids. But I visit the same store when I go down there. There's another Beatle guy down there I talk to.
I know. Remember, Ski Lodge. It's Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
I missed the last one because I was on the road. I couldn't listen.
Yes. Steven said he's improved his sound. So.
Yeah.
It sounded good through my headphones. That was the first time I stayed for the whole show because Patrick canceled his show for the night because he had to send out all the records that he getting them organized from his auction from the day before.
Ski Lodge is better anyway.
Well, I have to go to the other thing because I'm on the panel on Tuesdays.
Who is Scott and his magical dog?
Yeah, I was so confused on Friday night that when I got home, I thought it was Tuesday, and I was sitting there like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. What's 9 o'clock? Nothing's happening. Why not? 9:05, 9:10. Oh, it's Friday night.
Yeah,
Well,
I do that
funny
sometimes.
thing, because I went through all of Friday thinking it was Thursday, and it's just like I don't know why. It just and then because I woke up Saturday morning and my wife was home, and I'm thinking, why aren't you at work?
Uh-oh.
It was Saturday morning. I think, oh man, I lost a day.
It can happen.
It's pretty bad when you're like 3 days off.
Well, 3 is that's ambitious.
Oh no! Wait a minute. We have a.
Yeah, I
We
got
have
a
a-
request.
You got a snowman?
Yeah, Tim Snowman.
Oh.
Scary snowman.
There we go. There's a little blood on the edges.
Oops.
And did you make him, or is that something you put out every year?
This was a gift along with a box of cookies from I Am Hop Frog, who is Dave.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who is on like Dusty streams sometimes. He's not really a VC guy, but it's enough of that. But he is a record guy, and he is a music guy and everything. He's a really nice guy.
I think my favorite part was the Ryan
snowman and a card.
Yeah. That's what the Grand Ole Opry was for like 40 years. You know, all the people on the stage, and like that was really cool. I really liked that.
Yeah.
And I like the Country Music Hall of Fame too, but I think the Ryman was the best part.
It's kind of loud there when you're out there.
Yeah, I've been to Tennessee at least 6 or 7, maybe 10 times and never stopped in that area.
Oh, come on, Doc. Your favorite part was watching the ladies ride the bull. Come on.
I should have made a whole video of that. Like
yeah, you seem to like that.
Yeah.
That had super possibilities, and like, yeah, sure, I took a few. Well, we kept on walking. Well, like, why didn't I stay there for an hour and just record that stuff, you know? But no, so if I ever get there again next time.
Bull girl, wood girl, boy.
Wood girl, yes. Yeah, wood girl. He or a box of cookies I ate in 2 days. I don't know what that means. Whatever. So
I think she means she got a box of cookies. I did. Yeah, I ate mine in 2 or 3 days, maybe 4. Didn't take me long.
Well, anyway,
The next time you go, Doc, I want to see you ride the mechanical bull.
No.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
I nearly fell on my face this morning taking out the trash. Jeez.
Was it slippery?
No. Brain stupid.
Oh.
Stupid. No, I have no loss of, or I mean, I have a loss of balance for some stupid reason. So when I went out the back door, I missed the step, and I'm holy crap! And there were people in the park next door going like, "I almost killed himself." How embarrassing!
Put some peroxide in your ears and let it.
Well, apparently there's a liquid in our ears that when we're young, it's really viscous, and then as you get older, it thickens up, and apparently it does affect our balance.
But
Okay.
like an old turntable, like the grease in an old turntable hardens up, and then it doesn't spin very good anymore. Same
I
thing.
know. I almost fell in the bathtub yesterday. Whoa.
Once a month, I clean my ears with peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. You should try it. It works. Just put it in, let it sit for a while.
Sorry to hear that, Stephen.
I just get a paper towel and stick it in one ear and out the other and just kind of do this. So
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more like an Elmer Fudd move.
It works quite well, actually.
Is this where you got your snowman, Tim, from Hop Frog?
Yeah, from Hop Frog.
Okay.
Oh, Hop Frog gives out snowman. Oh.
It's 3D printed. It's 3D printed. He makes them.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
Oh, man.
See, I got one too from Hop Frog. See, I
Whoa!
got
I don't know who we
got
are,
one too.
but it does remind me.
I didn't get a scarf.
My brother does 3D printing, and he made me something.
I got Daffy Duck. Does that count?
Yeah, kind of. If
that can count.
If you've got ABBA Gold, you win prizes.
Some kind of thermal printing my brother does, and then he puts it on metal.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
He
Ooh,
did
Abbey
this-
Road.
He made this for me, and then put it on some kind of metal thing, and he glues it to it. I don't know. He prints them with his printer, and then he does it. So I said, thanks. What else can I say? So, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it's there. And then
Say, I love it.
he made a bunch of toys and snakes and all this other stuff he makes with printers. And I grabbed a whole bunch because he liked his seconds or whatever. I took them and gave them to the kids at the the Christmas show, and they play with them.
There's neat stuff in this world from neat
It is.
people.
Well, those printers are fantastic if you know what you're doing. I mean, you can make just about anything with them.
Make me big. I have something else to show you that they made with their 3D printer for me.
Okay, I'll make
Okay.
you.
The big.
Okay, you can't really see it here, but it's Elvis. And when I turn on this,
The light.
Those
just
are bright
appeared.
lights.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
isn't
Hey.
that cool?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, my brother made me one of the cube, and each side of the cube has pictures of the family on it. And you can put one of those little LED lights in it and blow it up. And I told him he should make me one of those, like you plug in the wall for a night light, and do it in butcher cover and see if I can sell any.
and it kind of blows up and shines on the wall or something.
It's what you need, Doc.
Oro.
Or
Oro.
Is that better than gold? Oro?
I don't know. It's Spanish.
And it's all
And
signed.
It's signed.
They're all
too.
sung in Spanish.
Really?
It's
Okay.
Abba Gold in
I
Spanish.
do.
Abba
I
sang in
do.
every language on the planet.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They really did. And then I think I showed you this before. This is a special edition of gold
Oh,
because
what? Because.
It's not gold, it's platinum.
Ah.
let me see if I can do it this way. I'm trying to see how I can get you to see. I don't think you'll see it. The signatures are actually on the case.
Oh,
Oh wow,
yeah.
that is cool.
Very.
How'd they do that?
Are they on the inside or the outside?
So this is a little different than the other one because the signatures aren't on it.
Yeah.
Weird.
What happens? Your case breaks. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, well
Oh,
then
yeah,
you don't have,
you're done.
the signatures.
They sign them backwards so you can see them right.
So yeah,
That is amazing. Ooh,
the
I
special
am jealous.
edition.
I'm jealous.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And then there's Oro. Yeah, on my New Year's podcast, I played ABBA singing Waterloo in French. They sang in like every language. They were really good at that. And I don't know how you can sing in as many languages as they did and be good in all of them, but they did.
They're talented. Now I have a hankering to hear ABBA in Swahili or something.
I like to hear Abba in Chinese. See what it sounds like.
Yeah, something
I
different.
don't know that they did Chinese.
Or Japanese or something like that.
It's like
Korean.
hear the Beatles singing German. It's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
But they of course they did Swedish, they did Dutch, they did German, they did Spanish, they did French.
All them. Let's see. Connie
Francis sang in many languages.
Yeah.
But
Good.
ABBA would do like their whole albums in like Swedish, and then they do it in English, and then they do it in French, and then they do it in German.
I think if you
My
wanted to be really,
the guys are down the pub, and the poor girls are in there singing their hearts out for days and days.
You want to be really impressive, dude in Klingon.
Well, you know, in French, water is called de l'eau. So they go l'eau de l'eau instead of Waterloo. Is that how they do it?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Well, Waterloo is just a name. It's so they probably just said Waterloo.
No, I think they do that. I think they actually do that. No.
Look it up, and I can only play 5 seconds of it.
I know. I'm looking for it. Give me a minute.
French Waterloo.
See if you can find it in Turkish.
And then my life will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telegog or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta remember, if Robert S. is still listening out there, I bet he has a ton of copyright infractions because I can't get past 7 seconds anymore. They're
Yeah.
banging on me for 7 seconds even.
Yeah, but you can't.
I never got that on
mine.
mine.
He made it all up. He's dreaming. No, I can't put anything up without getting a copyright infringement anymore. And even making sure it's 7 seconds, and that's not enough. Like
They're on to you.
they're
I
on.
played today a little snippet of the starting of an Elvis show, and it was 1 minute 34 seconds. I got away with it. No one wanted to go da 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 da, because that's how I started my Elvis thing today.
Wash you walk.
Walkabout.
See?
I like to hear that in Japanese. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, Schnee's sitting out there. I don't think I can put him in. No, I can't. I'm sorry, Stephen. I have to get rid of somebody to put you in. Somebody. Oh,
I was going to go anyway. I got to go to dinner. I appreciate it.
Okay, Robert.
Yeah,
I'll let Steve come on.
I'll
You
take
guys
off.
have
I just
a great
wanted
day,
to
and I'll
say-
see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye, Robert.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm going to take off too. I just wanted to
All
stop by.
right.
And say,
Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Steve, what's up?
I'm only up here for a minute or so. Hey, Paul.
hey, Steve.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
Hey, Tim.
Hey,
Hey,
Steven.
James.
Hey,
Hey, oh crap, I forgot your name. Doc.
yeah.
I just wanted to throw this in about the copyright claim.
Mhm.
I'll only be on for a minute, so Robert P can come back. I apologize, Robert P. If you see any of my videos, I always put medleys in because I'm never going to monetize my channel. So I take a chance and I put medleys in. I put maybe 15 seconds of a song, so I always get a copyright claim. But the claim says the holder of this copyright is allowing for you to use it on YouTube. That you can't monetize it, of course, but I don't plan to monetize my channel anyway, and so that doesn't bother me. The other things are sometimes it'll say blocked in certain regions, so you can go look to see what regions, and if it says like Serbia, South Korea, or North Korea, Russia, or whatever, then you just put it up there. There was one video I did that it was for Münchener Freiheit, the German band. It was it could not be run in, it said these regions or territories, and there was like 30 different ones, including the United States, UK, but anywhere that my video is seen. So I had to take the music out of that. There was a video I did on Tim watched it again, the Alison Moyet and Yazoo, where I'd put it up and it said, the copyright holder is allowing you to use this on YouTube. But then I got a month later, I got a copyright claim saying the video was now blocked because of one of the songs. And I thought, I'm not going to go and do a whole new medley for this or try to edit that out. So I just took the medley out. So, there goes. But, my videos aren't viewed much anyway, 150 views or something.
So neither am I, but I mean, I used to get by with 7 seconds. That used to be the norm. And this video that I made today, when I'm putting it up, copyright claim. I'm going, I put in 7 seconds. So what are you changing your thing, or like nothing counts anymore? Like, geez.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I know a lot of people get angry about it. I understand it. Hey, Robert is a good man. Everybody knows that. The whole thing about the copyright thing is I get it. There are people who don't want you to use their music because, for this reason or that reason, whatever. Some are going to be more stringent. What I've noticed is Sony seems to be the worst. So Münchener Freiheit was all Sony. One of the Alison Moyet songs, well, actually a lot of her songs, but the particular one that was held was also Sony. So it seems that Sony is, and same thing with the bongos. That's restricted in a lot of areas, but in America, it's okay. And things like that, Sony seems to be the one with the major problem. Everyone says, oh, it's going to be Universal or Warner Brothers, whatever. Usually I can get away with things like that. But when it comes down to it, I just have to make sure that the artists I talk about, pulling,
I try to avoid it anyway, just
Yeah.
because I thought I could.
YouTube seems to be
Oh,
pretty
awesome, Tom.
bad about it, but the other platforms don't seem to be as stringent. But
Yeah.
seems to be more of a YouTube thing.
You know what's weird is I did a show on Anita Kerr, and all her stuff is spread across different labels, but none of it's Sony. And I put that show up on Mixcloud, and they're all different labels. And it's 4 songs, then me talking in between, just like a Ski Lodge show. And Mixcloud blocked it in most territories, which is weird because Mixcloud usually never does that. The only time that Mixcloud has ever done that to me is when I did an Elvis show and I played all outtakes, but I didn't talk in between them. I just let them run into each other, and that just I thought, okay. I mean, I put Sony stuff on Mixcloud. I put every label on Mixcloud. In amongst my radio shows. What, Doc?
Just avoid Oliver.
Yeah. So it's just weird how YouTube or Mixcloud blocked an entire show about Anita Kerr spread over different labels. I might be able to get on. I think I might even have that file. I might be able to get on YouTube and get away with it and play it for an hour and a half. I don't know. I mean, no one's going to show up for an Anita Kerr tribute show, but it'd still be fun to do, and let people hear it. But it's just weird, though. Like I said, Sony for YouTube. So remember that, everybody. Sony for YouTube. And but Mixcloud, most artists, if you do a radio show, you can get away with it, or mix, or whatever you want to call
Or
it.
Snap Crackle Pop, one of those.
What was that?
Or Snap Crackle Pop.
Yeah, I do Podomatic, and I play anything you want on Podomatic. Then.
And I played a karaoke on my thing today because I was singing an Elvis song, Don't. I did the karaoke on my stream today. Will I be okay with that?
Well, if it's not a copyrighted recording, I mean, you're, you singing to a karaoke track is probably not a problem.
Yeah, but they catch the music part. Like even if it's not. Well, James sang on my stream like 3 weeks ago, and I got a copyright claim.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, for Norwegian Wood. Of course, it's Beatles, but all of a sudden, copyright claim. There is a portion of your program that has the chords and song progression of Norwegian Wood. So,
well, let's test it now. Paul, go ahead and sing side 2 of Abbey Road.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do I do the guitar solos too, or
yeah, and you got to go boom, 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 boom. You got to do that part too.
Oh, Lena's getting away with it. She must know something.
Anyway, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Everybody stay healthy and strong.
All right, Paul.
See you
I'm
sometime.
getting another shot on Tuesday.
See you sometime later this year.
All right.
Bye.
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 I'm out of here too. I just wanted to talk about the whole copyright thing. I mean, don't get too frustrated. You're not going to be able to monetize the video, of course. But if they're going to allow you, let's say you put 7 seconds on and you put it up there, and they give you a copyright claim on it.
Well, what I didn't say was, like, I had measured it 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And YouTube claimed I had put up 10, which is wrong.
Right, but
I measured it out. I put up 7. YouTube says, no, it's 10.
Well, okay, let's just say YouTube's going to do that. And it says the copyright owner is allowing you to post this. Go ahead and put 15, 20, 30 seconds on, because it's not going to make a difference. You're going to have that claim against your channel. It's not going to, it's not going to matter whether it's 15 or 30 seconds. Don't put the whole song on.
Beat the system.
Right.
Yeah,
like I thought I had the way to beat the system, but not today. No.
Yeah, not today. So, I mean, that's my only suggestion. If you're going to get dinged for 7 seconds, put 30 or 20. You might as well.
Well,
but now, copyright strike.
I thought I had my 7 seconds of grace, and
yeah,
it says no, it's 10.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Hmm.
but okay. I appreciate you letting me up. I just wanted to talk about the whole copyright thing because,
Yeah,
you
next
know,
time you talk to Matthew Street, tell him it's fun to do this sort of thing, right?
what, the live stream?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't dig live streams. I mean,
It's the easiest thing. You don't have to do anything except
just that.
be here.
I have a couple of videos planned with Matthew Street in the coming weeks or month or whatever, but those will be Zoom, and then I will edit them and then post them on my channel. So you know, I mean, he still likes to do things, but it's got to be based on. This is not meant to be rude. It's, you know, he's got to make sure it fits into his schedule. I've got to make sure it fits into mine. So it's not like, you know, the great thing about Fab Gab is you know, it was every Sunday at whatever time, or maybe it kept moving. I don't remember. But, you know, when you get to the point where, you know, your dad is sick, or you're you know, let's say your kids are going to move back in for 3 months, then your schedule's just completely demolished. So that's really more or less why, you know, Matthew was not able to do the live streams. But I think that you know, like I said, we've talked about doing the videos together, and those would be Zoom based on our schedules together. You know, we just have to work it out. Same thing with my brother. We have a new season of That's What Schnee Said coming up.
I think Jeff is leaving.
No, I'm not. My son brought me some pizza, so I'm gonna.
Oh, hey, well.
Ooh, Dave's just gonna eat on camera. Awesome.
Yeah, just like I do. Hey.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
There's no eating on camera. Get out of here.
Yeah. So I'm going to get out of here. I got to go. You know, I can't be up on screen with James, who illegally got more subscribers than I do now. Illegally.
That's the key.
Now you'll have to tease me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. Well, you guys.
But I'm really serious, Stephen. I really would like to interview you.
Oh,
you're interested.
No, I'm just a full blown idiot.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, I have nothing to add to anything. I mean, I appreciate it 100%. But I mean, I've been through the interview route, and it just makes me nervous. But I am wearing my Badfinger shirt.
Cool. And I'm wearing my Elvis shirt.
Yeah, I don't have an Elvis shirt. I'm looking for an Elvis shirt with that great logo that was on his 70s albums. Tim might remember it. It's like, it just says Elvis, and it looks like it has like almost like a not a shadow, but it looks like it's like building up or whatever. I mean, I don't know, like if you look at you know like what I'm talking 3D. About. Yeah, it's like very 3D. 70s. Very 70s.
Rounded edge. Well, some of them had rounded edges, some of them didn't.
Right, but I love that cheesy 70s campy. I did see a shirt on sale that had that logo like about a year ago, but it was like from some hottie toddy company selling for $250. And I've looked on Redbubble, I've looked on Graceland.com, Shop Elvis, whatever. And it's just so tough to find. And it's the greatest Elvis logo because it's just cheesy 70s. And I love Elvis's every period. Another one that I saw that I really liked that I should have got at Graceland.com, I think, was it just said Elvis Presley in small letters across the front, and each letter was a different cover. It didn't say it was not fancy, but it just looked great, and I passed on it. And 3 months later, when I went back, it was
there
gone.
you go. Robert P says, "I'll have my sister make you one."
I have to show you that logo, Robert. But in fact, no, I have to get going here because I do have work to do. Right. Thank you, everybody. All the gentlemen up here, all the people in the chat.
Over there.
Yeah, over there in the chat, including Robert P. Always the man, always the myth, and always the legend. Same with Tim. I miss Beans, and we'll see you all later. And Doc, yes. Doc is the true legend. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think he looks anything like Canadian Stud Muffin.
Nope.
And if he did, then I'd be begging him to send me Molly. And but love you too, TJ Trish. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. And as soon as the stream ends, I am going to go just live for like 2 minutes just to test the sound on my channel.
New and improved ski lodge.
Yeah, the new and improved ski lodge sound, but it won't be ski lodge music. It'll be part of my Power Pop show. So thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Have a great
Thank
week.
you,
And
Steven.
yes,
Yes.
Beans.
3 minutes to find it.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Good night.
Thank
Night,
you, Steve.
Steve.
Thank you.
And then there
Okay,
was
Jeff, you can come back now.
Jeff again.
Okay.
Are you done your pizza?
No.
Oh. So, what, oh, I'm over 3 hours already.
Wow.
Yeah, you are.
I'll do you something even better. I went 3 hours and 49 minutes today.
Oh, wow.
AGK almost was going to take us on a field trip to a thrift store today.
Yeah. See, and Robert P is still eating too. So, anyway, I'm gonna. So I'm gonna reach over to that end broadcast.
Bye.
Because it's 3 hours.
Till next week.
That's enough
Bye.
for anybody to
Yes.
say. So
Later.
I'm battling fruit flies anyway. So tell everyone goodbye. Hey. Oh wait,
Bye.
no.
Wait.
Oh no, wait, no.
Oh, we got
Last
Paul.
minute
Yeah,
psycho.
Here's
Oh,
Bunny and his bear.
What is Teddy Bear?
and he's froze.
He's frozen in time.
Hello?
That's,
Testing?
as Tom
Hello?
Jones would say, that's not unusual.
know what?
Oh, there he is.
I
He's beardless again. When did that happen?
The bird's gone. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's okay, Zombie. I love having AGK there.